down, riding down Main. It's a clear night, screens glowing blue. Got the facts in my headlights. Commonwealth tripping, but the truth stay calm. Morrissey and Lally, I'ma read them like Psalms. KP throwing shade from a broke down porch, but the files in my lap like a flame to a torch. I don't raise my voice, I just let the game speak. Steady with the grind while the crooked run weak. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks. They can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just ride a slow grind. Midnight oil burning, pen hit the pad slow. Every word cut clean like the rims on the 6-4. From Boston to Brockton, the whispers all hum. Turtleboys riding in the reckoning gon' come. Lally in the back room, Morrissey on the phone. Trying to twist the narrative, but they can't postpone. I'm just sipping on the facts while the city play pretend. True, got no curfew, I'ma run it to the end. See, this ain't about fame, this about that long game. You can duck, you can weave, but the truth still call your name. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks. They can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just riding slow, gliding. We just riding slow, gliding, paper stacking in the breeze. Turn the system up, let the whole town see. No mask on my face, no fear in my lane. I'ma shine that light on the ones bringing shame. From the courtrooms down to the city blocks. They can't hide from the truth, cause the truth don't stop. We just riding slow, guys. We just all down to the city blocks. We just riding slow, guys.
Welcome to the Weekend Live Show.
508 is where I'm from.
We run down the biggest stories of the week with you every Saturday night. Let us know in the comments right now where you reppin'.
Apache Junction, Taunton, Worcester, Long Island, Manchard, South Florida, Webster, Malden, Framingham, Tucson, Wichita, Billerica, Salem, Gloucester, Moosop, Connecticut, Charleston, South Carolina, Roslindale, Moosop, Connecticut, London, Hanson, Glendale, Arizona, Lynn, Mapleville, Quincy.
Food stamps, leave your clothes, buddy, and then we're
You a funny ass guy, man.
Have you ever heard of Turtleboy? Yeah? Are you a fan?
508 is where I'm from.
Hey, what's up?
508 is where I'm from.
How was that?
You a freaking idiot. Stop telling people that I'm mentally deranged and stupid.
Call me Aidan. He's not a doctor, but...
Get out of my store, please.
You're a fucking loser.
You are a loser.
You're not a journalist. You're nobody. You're not turtle hair. Don't make such fun of the criminal justice system.
NFL on the house, blog out.
Let's get this party started.
Yo! What's up, people? How's everybody doing tonight? Good, good, excellent. Welcome back to me and you. I'm back. Just got back from vacation today. This is my live show that I do. I usually do it every Saturday and Tuesday night, but I was away Cape Cod all week, and it was dope, man. It was so dope. I had a great time. Rest, relaxation. I got a tan. I'm like tan and shit now. You know, that'll last like a week. They'll start peeling real soon. Watch, it'll get ugly, but you know, it was fun. You know, I had a great time with the kids. We went down there and we went to Truro. Somebody gave me a thing. Wonderful family out there. Lets me stay there for free every year. 5 years in a row now doing it. They're just the nicest people. And because I wrote about somebody who had exposed, or somebody who had done something horrible basically to their family. I didn't know them before, and they were just so grateful, and they've given me this house every year since. It's like awesome. It's like right on the beach. It's like so dope. If you watched me on the Beach Stop Live the other day, it was dope. And And, so, we just go out. Most of the time we're on the bay side. So most of the time we just go out there, hang out all day, just bring the floaties out, just coast out there. It was pretty windy this week though. So it was like the bay side was pretty bumpy, and then the ocean side though, man, of the outer Cape, like we went to Wellfleet. We went down to Marconi Beach for the first time yesterday, dude. Fucking amazing, man. Just like world-class beaches down there. Had a great time. And my kids are at the age now where they can like actually phone static. My kids are to the age now. Hopefully it's better now. Hold on, let me see. Let me hear the audio. Hold on. Is it bad? Let's see. Hopefully it stopped. Let's see. It's still going. It's still static. Is it better? There we go. Awesome. Cool. All right. Yeah. So they're at the age now where they learn how to like chill out, like before on vacations, they come, like they just need to learn to chill and like sit down at the beach and do nothing. Like that's a vacation right there. I don't want to do shit. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit here and lie down. And you have to understand this is like the greatest feeling in the world. Like when you're lying down on the beach and just for like hours, just sit there, enjoy the cool breeze. If you get too hot, go in the water, man. Go in the water, have a good time, walk around, skip rocks. I don't know, have a great time. They're not old enough to do like the bikes yet, but I went running with my daughter every day. She's very proud of herself. She did 3 miles without stopping. She's getting in good shape. So it's a fun age, it's a fun age. So it was a good time. We had fun. But the apocalypse came on Wednesday. That was weird. That like red smoke from Canada apparently just traveled all the way down there. But we went on a whale watch, bro. And I got some whale watch videos I could show you. It was like freaking 25 whales, mothers and their babies doing tricks, jumping out of the water, putting on a show. Like it was wild, man. There's a lot of whales up there. And yeah, so it was just cool. My brother and his 4 kids came down for a couple nights. We had fun. I didn't see my friend Ben Affleck this year. He took the year off. So maybe next year we'll hang out again. But yeah, man, it was cool. So we're back. But some people are like, oh, he's on vacation. What's he tweeting for? Because that's relaxing for me. Because I didn't have a book to read, quite frankly. And so I just go on my phone and I dick around on Twitter. And like, quite frankly, I'm not at the beach all day. Sometimes you just need a break from the beach. You go back to the house and you chill out and you watch some Disney Plus, and then you sit there and you go and you dick around on your phone. And so I was following everything, I was following the drama, enjoying some of that, not really participating, but just enjoying it. But I was also enjoying watching my lawyer kick ass on Tuesday. And we're going to be going over some of that today. The Anti-SLAPP-a-Ho that Jeffrey Pyle did on Christopher Maddie. Christopher Maddie is out of his league. That guy, he doesn't know what he's doing. Like he's fucked. He thought he was coming into this and this was going to be like Alex Jones all over again. Sandy Hook. Nope. It ain't nothing like that, homeboy. This is you. I am not Alex Jones, and you're finding that out right now. And we'll see. Honestly, going into that hearing, I just assumed that it would get denied because everything gets denied around here. Nothing ever gets dismissed. The judges clearly don't like me. Just whatever. But, we got a fighting chance now. I'd like to think that we have a fighting chance with this. And guess what? If it doesn't work, that means shit anyway. Like, okay, fine. So it's not dismissed in that format. We'll get it dismissed another way. Right. Or we go to trial. And then we do it that way. Whatever you want to do, we're going to beat you. You're not going to beat us. It's just like the more I think about this case, a lot of time to think about this case, the more I think about it, there is no path to victory for them. Like, what is the path to victory? They have to prove that John O'Keefe was hit by a car. They have to prove that. How the fuck are they going to do that? How are they going to do that? Because if John wasn't hit by a car, you understand this? If John wasn't hit by a car, there's only one other possibility. There's no other multiple possibility. There's only one other way that this could happen. And that is that he was beaten up inside Brian Albert's house. And it's just so outrageous that these thugs, I mean, these are a bunch of thugs, man. These are a bunch of thugs. All right. And yeah, you know, I just I can't believe they're actually going forward with this. Okay, go ahead. Make my day. Yeah, bench trials, not no more. No, we're not doing bench trials. We're doing jury trials because juries are my people. Okay. And you know, it's like you're never going to get a jury of 12 to convict me. I don't think you can get one person to convict me. No way. Like once people watch, the more I watch all this shit and review the facts of this case, and we're going to go over on Monday. I have my motion to dismiss, my mega motion to dismiss. Bettero's coming to town tomorrow. I'm going to Boston tomorrow. I'm going to watch World Cup final there. I'm going for Spain. I don't know about you people. Go for Spain. Argentina, I used to like them, but then they won last time, so I can't root for them anymore. I was going for England, and then they blew it. I never root for France. But, yeah, so you got to go Spain. Got to go Spain in this one. So, yeah, man. We're going to go to Boston tomorrow to watch that. And I got to stay in a hotel there because I hate going to these fucking courts in Boston. We're going to find out where the trial is going to be held too, if we have a trial. If this motion to dismiss doesn't work, you have to have a tentative trial date set. So it's right now it's set for December 1st, but it's a Norfolk County case. It should be tried in Norfolk County. Boston is not Norfolk County. I hate going to Boston, right? I hate the parking situation. I hate the lack of accessibility. I hate how much money it costs. I hate the fact that I have to freaking get a hotel room, you know, with Boston prices. I could just stay at the goddamn Holiday Inn in Dedham or something like that. If you know, if we had a case in, because I'm going to have to, if we go to trial, I'm going to have to be there every day. I'm going to have to like live there. It's going to take weeks. What are we going to do? You know, what are we going to do? But, yeah. So anyway, if you guys would like to come, even though the parking sucks, a lot of people took the train last time. On Monday at 9:00, Suffolk Superior Courthouse, courtroom 800 something. Just doesn't take it to the 8th floor. You'll be up there. We have our mega motion to dismiss. Judge Belazos is giving each attorney 30 minutes to make their case about why this should be either thrown out or not thrown out. And quite frankly, man, this needs to get thrown out. Like, here's one that I forgot. Can I show you guys this? And by the way, before we do that, let me just do some introductions. If you're new here, my name is Aidan Kearney. Okay. I go by a wide variety of nicknames, up to and including A. Timothy Kearney. That's my true crime name. You can call me Journalism Jesus. That's my spiritual name. You can call me Uncle Turtleboy if you'd like, or just Turtleboy. A lot of people just do that. Turts, Teebs, Turtle Dove. I like Turtle Tits. You can call me just, you know, I like Dr. Turtleboy is actually my preferred pronoun because of Jed Welch is a doctor. Then I am also a doctor. But you can also call me Daddy if you'd like. For some people, that might be weird. For others, it might be fun, flirtatious, playful, whatever. But I get it. It might be awkward for some, but I will allow you to do it. Or you can call me a different kind of daddy. You can call me, what else? You can call me crowd daddy, theater daddy, drama daddy, formerly drama free daddy, Mr. Media daddy, Saint daddy, and of course, fridge daddy, because I will absolutely fix your fridge or any other appliance lying around your kitchen, preferably in the kitchen, and just shake it real hard. And, you know, if it breaks, I'll just have to fix it again. It has a tendency to do that, though. Just no, there is no warranty on the fridges. I will tell you that much right now. So I don't care what you call me, though. Just be here every Tuesday and Saturday night at 9 p.m. sharp. And make sure you smash that subscribe button for me and tune in and have a great time. It's going to be fun. So, yeah, you know, I missed a lot of fuckery when I was gone. But I don't really, you know, I watch, honestly, it's just drama. It's stupid fucking shit. Like, we have such more bigger fish to fry than with what's coming up. And I'm so happy to see my homies out, my real supporters that are out there, you know, banging the drum for this. I was in the Baker's chat. Was it yesterday or today? He was going over the mega motion again. And then we had the Glares doing a fundraiser, I believe, tomorrow. I believe I saw this come across my screen. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the Glare is doing a fundraiser. Do I have that right, guys? Let's see. Let's see. Tap that, daddy. Okay. Turtle. Let's see. Does he have one going on tomorrow? Hold on. He is indeed. Yeah. What time is it at? It's 6 p.m. There we go. That's going to be great. 6 p.m. tomorrow. Thanks, man. I mean, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I appreciate people who actually give a shit about my case and not just the drama surrounding my case. You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference between your real supporters and people who are here to latch on for drama. Like, people who actually are concerned about the First Amendment. That is a priority of theirs. Are concerned about people being framed for murder. Want justice for John O'Keefe. Demand that shit. That's what my real supporters are doing out there. And I love you guys. So thank you guys so much for that. So, all right, cool. Let's see what happens here. So yeah, and you know what? And honestly, it's money well spent, because you guys saw how good Jeff Pyle did in court the other day. We're going to be going over some of that today, because we haven't had a chance to do that. But that ain't cheap. Like, you saw how well prepared he was. Like, he knew this case like the back of his hand. He had answers for everything. He knows anti-SLAPP better than anyone. That's why we hired him. He's an anti-SLAPP guy, right? And Christopher Maddie's been working on this case probably with the McAlberts for months, years, who knows how long they've been planning this shit, right? Jeff Pyle I hired 2 months ago, and he came in and he just stole the show, man. He stole the show. And, I felt bad for, I like Damon Seligson. I felt bad for him though, because it's like, it was a tough act to follow. Let's put it that way. It was a tough act to follow. But Christopher Maddie's, watching him just get smacked down. He thought it was going to be a walk in the park going in there, but we'll get to some of that in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, the judge was even asking. You'll see. We're going to go over it. Absolutely. All right, cool. So I was going to go look at right here real quick. Hold on. Let's see here. I meant to go look at, I want to show you this protest I did. An example of what they're trying to jam me up on. Content. All right. All right, so check this out. So one of the things, this is going to be all about the grand jury. And there's one video they played in front of the grand jury that was from August 30th, 2023, in which they claim that they played it for the grand jury. It was 42 seconds long. I don't have any videos that are 42 seconds long, but they played a video clip exactly 42 seconds in length, in which I say that I'm trying to influence the jury pool. Because remember, in order to convict someone for witness intimidation, you have to prove that their intent was to interrupt or somehow stop or interfere with an ongoing criminal proceeding. And like tainting a jury pool, right? Like getting to jurors, right? Getting them to change their whatever, speaking to them, giving them information they shouldn't have. That would be an example of that. But the problem is, on August 30th of 2023, there was no jury. There's no trial. So like there's no jury to influence. Okay. And that brings us, so they play this clip, and Tully tells Mello, can you please play the clip? Or Mello tells Tully, I forget who said what. and that's why we're wearing the clown shirt tonight, because he fucked up the grand jury. Mello tells Tully, get the video from the intent folder. And the name of the video, what did he call the name of the video? Influencing the jury. That's what they said the name of the video was, from the intent folder. So that my intent was to influence the jury. Like they couldn't, because here's the thing. It's not Brian Tully's job to tell them what my intent was. Like Ken Mello has no idea how to run a grand jury. And he asked him a bunch of times, do you believe that he was intimidating witnesses and violating the law? That's not his job to say that. You're not allowed to say that. That's improper, actually. And you can get a dismissal on stuff like that. You know, if the courts are being fair and doing what they're supposed to be, that's an automatic dismissal. So, you know, he asked him that question. He would ask them like that question every time. Like, do you think this is intimidating witnesses? And he'd be like, yes, I do actually. Tough, shocking answer. I know. Shocking answer from Brian Tully. And so if you're a grand juror, right, and a doctor testifies and they're like, well, what do you think they died from? And they're like, blunt force trauma, right? You're going to believe them, right? Because that's what doctors know is like causation of death, right? So if you're a grand juror and a detective tells you that what you just witnessed was witness intimidation, you're going to believe them, aren't you? But he's not allowed to say that. And he just said it over and over again. So anyway, they play this clip for the grand jury. And let me play what I said there. This is what they played, 42 seconds of it. This is the 42 seconds that they played. Listen to this.
But we need to continue to spread the word. Every single person.
By the way, important date on this. August 30th of 2023 is 5 days after Morrissey's hostage video. So this is in response to that. Morrissey's hostage video influenced the jury pool, did it not? Like that was the whole point. It tainted the jury pool. It like told people that the witnesses were all telling the truth and Karen Reed was guilty. People who didn't know anything about the case were just told that. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, two can play that game. And to me, influencing, what do I mean when I say influencing the jury pool? It means educating people about the facts of the case. This is what they played.
In Norfolk County needs to know the truth about Karen Reed and John. This stuff is everywhere. But we need to continue to spread the word. Every single person in Norfolk County needs to know the truth about Karen Reed and John O'Keefe. We are trying to affect the jury pool. We are. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. You know why? Because when people, you're trying to do the opposite. They're trying to do the opposite because they know the less people that know about this, the better. They don't want people to know the truth. All we're doing to a potential jury is just telling them what happens. What's so wrong with that? Why are they so afraid of facts? Why are they so afraid? For a bunch of innocent people, they sure don't like to talk. The truth will set her free.
And that's it. That's where they stopped right there. That's it. What's wrong with that? It's just like, well, he's trying to influence the jury. They don't like the word influence the jury. Jury pool. There is no jury, by the way. Now, what do they tell the jury? What do they tell the grand jury that the name of this video is? They tell the grand jury the name of this video is influencing the jury. Look at the real title of the video. Protesting Michael Morrissey. Protesting. What do you think? How is that not going to affect what they think of me? How does that not prejudice me when you're telling them this dude's out here? What's his intent? Oh, it's in the intent folder. So that's his intent. What's his intent? Well, he's trying to influence the jury. The name of the video is protesting Michael Morrissey. That was the intent of this, was to protest Michael Morrissey's hostage video. It was 5 days afterwards. Now listen to what precedes that. They don't play anything that precedes that. I'll just pick a random spot. Let's see what happens.
Out at the Billerica lacrosse game a couple months ago, and then all of a sudden she stopped coming to court dates. Hey, here they are. Yes, yes, you love it. You love it, love it, love it. Man, people are fired up. So, what time? What do we have? 5 o'clock right now? 5:07. So I don't know. Yeah, he's probably dead. That's true. It's 5 o'clock. It's getting late for him. He's probably been hitting the sauce all day. Does he even drive? Does he even have a license? I mean, watch out for him on the road. They say Karen Reed's a bad driver. At least she doesn't pass out behind the wheel in the middle of the day after a one-time episode that never came back again. Luckily, thank God, whatever happened to Michael Morrissey that day, it was just a one-time thing. He doesn't faint cars. He stopped fainting in cars. Okay, so we're good. It was just a one-time thing. But we see a lot of the freak. I mean, I'm seeing free Karen Reed stuff on everywhere. And I live in Holden. There's a town right next door to me, Hubbardston. Driving through there the other day on Route 68. Boom, free Karen Reed sign. This stuff is everywhere. But we need to continue to spread the word. Every single person in North.
So this stuff is everywhere. Like, we're educating the public. We're letting the public know that the government is covering up a murder. What fucking planet am I on where that is illegal? Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, that's what you, because I'm going to take the stand and I'm going to make this clear. What exactly I was doing? What was your intent? Oh, I was just letting the public know that the McAlberts murdered John O'Keefe. Oh, Christopher Matty, write that down. He said it again. I did. I certainly fucking did. Turtleboy was right. Oh, that brings me to my new thing. Tangent here. Christopher Matty doesn't like when we talk in code. He fell for that. He fell for the trap. Because the phrase Turtleboy is right. He knows what that means. It means the McAlberts did it, didn't it? So instead of saying Turtleboy was right, I think we need a new code. But don't tell Chris Matty the code. Okay, guys, you can't tell anyone. Seriously, promise me. Okay, there's 5,100 people watching on YouTube right now. You can't tell Christopher Matty the code. Okay, the new code for the McAlberts that did it is Christopher Matty is gay. Okay, Christopher Matty is gay. That's our new code for. So I want him to say that next time we're in court. Okay, that Your Honor, they're talking in code about my witnesses again. Okay, he's talking in code about the McAlberts again. Well, what's he saying? What's the code? Chris Matty is gay, Your Honor. Well, that sounds more like a statement of fact, sir. So why don't we just we can't ban the whole English language, okay? Turtleboy was right. That was a statement of fact too. How many statements of facts do you want to ban from? Alex Jones never did this to you, huh, Chris Matty? Buckle up, baby. Chris Matty is gay. Okay. I'm just saying, you can't stop the people. You cannot stop the people. He's pretty gay. I'm just saying, there's nothing. He's definitely a Democratic operative. Like, something's up with this dude. Talk about petitioning him. He is the government. That dude ran for attorney general. He's clearly like some sort of like, I don't know who's paying these motherfuckers. Maybe a journalist should go and find that shit out. Who's paying this motherfucker for this shit? Because Christopher Matty is gay is not working for free. Not at all. Not at all. Okay. I mean, it's Pride. We'll extend Pride Month 1 month. Okay, Chris, just for you, pal. Just for you. Okay. Disclaimer. I don't know if he actually takes it in the poop shoot. That's just like gay as in like happy. He's happy gay. Okay. Anyway. So yeah, they called this. That's just one example of what they do here. I mean, this is a video of me outside the State House, and they're telling him I'm not the State House. Michael Morrissey's fundraiser. I'm out here being like,
is in trouble. They're calling is a serious suspect in an country. We have fundamental liberties. There she is. How dare you? How dare ruin? But here there's a justice for Michael Morrissey's a scumbag. Michael Morrissey's a scumbag. We're not stopping. Michael Morrissey wants us to stop, but we're never. Look at these people ain't stopping. Oh, look at it, Michael Morrissey. You told all these people to stop. But here they are. They didn't listen to you, Michael Morrissey. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
He's going to arrest you.
Morrissey. You're going to do nothing. You're going to make another video embarrassing yourself. We're going to laugh at you. We're going to keep exposing you for the scumbag that you are, and we will never, ever, ever stop. If there was any chance that I was even thinking about stopping, which there was not, that was ruined when you made that video. That video ignited a fire within all of us. That's why we're here right now, because you told us.
That's why we're here right now. That's intent. I just said it right there. That's why we're here right now, because he told us to stop. And we're like, no, we don't want to stop. We don't want to stop protesting you. We don't like you. Okay? You're the one doing. Oh, wait, look at this. So this bitch, this whore, this stupid whore. Her name is Melissa Reynolds. She's a ginger. We saw her once. She's a hooker. She fucked like a million dudes. And she can't wait for I'm in jail. Guess what, baby? I ain't never going to fucking jail. Ever. Get that through your thick ginger skull, baby. What are you going to do when I don't go to jail, bitch? Nothing. You're going to do nothing. You're going to sit there and you're going to fucking cry about it and say Chris Matty's gay because he is. Okay? That's what you're going to say. I ain't never going to jail. Ever. Get that through your thick fucking skull. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Okay? This is going to be my greatest victory ever. Oh, good luck, bitch. Come see me when I'm fucking acquitted because I'm going to see you. I'm going to find you and I'm going to protest outside your fucking. I'm going to do a victory celebration on your fucking sidewalk, bitch. We're going to find where you live. We're going to go there. We are going to have a fucking party on your stupid ginger sidewalk. You stupid whore. That's what we're going to do. Get ready. That's Kerry Roberts' stupid cousin there. Melissa Reynolds, huge whore. Banged like a million fucking dudes. A million dudes. I'll keep talking. Maybe you should talk. If you talked a little bit more, you'd have to, like you guys told Aaron Beatty, why don't you take the dick out of your mouth first, and then maybe you could talk a little bit more, because I can't hear you. All I hear is, that's all I fucking hear from you. You nasty ginger skank. Your parents hate you. Your fucking kid hates you. Your husband hates you. Everybody fucking hates you, you nasty ginger skank. I'm fired up tonight. Let's go. Jail. You ain't never sending me to jail, bitch. Ever. Ever, ever. Get that through your thick fucking skull. I went once for 60 days. Never again, baby. That's it. You have fired me the fuck up, right? As Jeffrey Pyle said, I started a fucking movement, right? The likes of which this Commonwealth has never seen. And we freed Karen Reed. Karen Reed is fucking free today. Not because of Nick Rocco, not because of Brandy, not because of any of those other fucking losers. She is free, right? Because she didn't hit John O'Keefe with her car, which unfortunately she wouldn't be able to fucking prove or pay for without the fucking movement behind her, right? So that you like that? You like June 18th, 2025? Get used to that, baby. That was your first facial. Many, 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 many more facials to come. You're used to that though, aren't you? Aren't you? Let's go. Fired up tonight. These losers. I cannot fucking wait, dude. The hell do these people try to put me through? Let's go. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. I was built for this shit. I was built for this. Let's go. Anyway, if you guys would like to have your messages read out loud to the class tonight, the link for the Turtle Chat is pinned to the bottom of the chat. When you do that, you can pay whatever you want, say whatever you want, and I will read your message out loud to the class. You can also cash at me at $ Uncle Turtleboy, and we can do it that way. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, Turtleboy, Daddy's back. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, cool. First, let's see what we got up first. We got Brittany sends $5 and goes, "Hi, Turtleboy. Glad you had a nice vacation. Have you seen the hearing between Alan Jackson and Cosgrove? Maybe that conflict Jackson mentioned will help your case." Yeah, so we've been saying that for a while, that they should have made that argument. I mean, I could have told you they should have made that argument 9 months ago. To me, that was like the most. I mean, why is Robert Cosgrove fucking with Karen Reed? Robert Cosgrove is not hired to prosecute Karen Reed or do his own grand juries, right? They've already tried and that is the fact that they won't give back the phone. Why does Robert Cosgrove even have a right to that phone? That's not his case. They're conflicted out of it. I mean, so Alan Jackson made a great point with that, right? They need to give her fucking phones back. And that's it. I mean, what do you guys want? She beat you guys. She beat you. She's free. She's never going to jail. That's like old news. Old news. Older than Cosgrove, right? So yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. He tried quoting Beverly Cannoni as if that like he had nothing. Alan Jackson ran circles around him. God, I love Alan Jackson. He's great. So yeah, I thought that was good that they did that. Thanks. Asher and Fish sends $20 goes, "Listen, Turtle, Welcome back, and we hope you enjoyed your vacation. There's a lot to catch up on, but I highly recommend the Chris Albert State Police interview. If you haven't seen it, you're going to love it. 5 stars. Oh, so I watched that. I watched the Julie Albert interview, and I'm still working on the Courtney Proctor one. We're going to watch them tonight, actually. It's going to be a long show. So buckle up. Buckle up. Let's go. Strap on. Let's go. Next. We have here the casual juror sends $10, goes, so glad you're back. I really missed your shows. I missed you too. I missed the grift. And Daddy was away, and things weren't the same, but we're back. Next. Livid in New York sends $10, goes, listen, Turtle, we missed you so. Hoping Truro treated you well. Shout out to Something's Off, Mel and Rebecca, for holding it down in your absence. Hashtag free Turtle Boy. Yeah, they did great. We love Mel and Rebecca. They're swell people. I've definitely been watching their YouTube presentations, and I'm sure they'll be covering the case as they always do. And Melanie, of course, too. Queen Melanie will be out there doing her thing, running through the shit. Can't wait. I watched Defense Diaries. He's been doing an excellent job with this. Of course, Brother Counsel, Larry Foreman, so many quality content creators out there getting the job done. I love to see it. Okay. All right. Next. Laura sends $50 and goes, Betterow, Bradle, and Pyle are the new dream team. Pyle was a rock star. Journalism is not a crime. No, it's not. And I can't wait to get into that. Thank you. News Now, Lipsia sends $5 and goes, in case the mega motion gets dismissed, are you going after Cosgrove again for disqualification because he's in bed with the NCDAO since Jackson called him out in court last week? In case it gets dismissed? If it gets dismissed, it's over. So there's no more case if it gets dismissed. So thank you. Joanna sends $25 and goes, welcome home, Turtle Boy. You were missed. Loving Attorney Pyle. See you Monday morning with a few of the other nachos. We got you. Free Turtle Boy. Thank you so much, Joanna. I appreciate that so much. Love my North Shore nacho bitches. And hope to see you guys there on Monday as well as everybody else. It's going to be great. Yes, and Boozy Beauty. Shout out to Boozy Beauties. Oz obviously been doing the Lord's work. And we got to put Grant Smith Ellis in that category now. Grant is getting the job done. A lot of people. I don't want to forget. Anyway, lawyer, actually had good things to say about my attorney, but he had to do his whole little fence sitter act there too. But I get that's his shtick. I'll take it. Emily D. Baker said I was right. Things are looking up, Turtle. Justice Served TV. How can we forget? Oh yeah. T-shirt late. While I was on vacation, I had to go to court in New Jersey, northern New Jersey, with the T-shirt lady. Remember, everyone thought I was going to go to jail for that. Oh, the T-shirt lady. It's ridiculous. It took like a year for this to go away, but it was dismissed. Remember, Twisted Tragedy? She was certain that I was going down for the T-shirt lady thing. Didn't happen. Another win for Turtle Boy. Another victory for the Turtle. Another one. Never gets old. Okay. Next. John sends $25 and goes, Attorney Jeff Pyle drived that shit. Whoa. Yes, he did. He kicked it out of the park. Thank you, John. Andrea sends $10, goes, hi, Aidan. I'm one of your Alabamian Turtle Riders from stupid Alabama. No offense taken. Did I call it that? Okay. Are you relieved that Mello forgot about the Scanlon situation? Also, your hair looks great tonight. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I've had a lot of sun in the hair, but, yeah, I mean, what was the question again? Sorry. That he forgot about the Scanlon situation. He did. Yeah. I mean, that's an argument we're going to make. They spent the first day dirtying me up at the grand jury talking about Scanlon. I've heard rumors that they didn't realize that they couldn't indict me in that court about Scanlon. This is what they claim. They claim that they didn't realize they couldn't indict me until after he testified because he lives in Suffolk County. It sounds like they just wanted to dirty me up. I don't know, but we'll see. Andy Sklar sends $50 and goes, it was a long and lonely week without you. Hope you had fun. Welcome back. You're too kind, Andy, and I'm glad to be back. And although I had a lot of fun there, again, I could just sit at the beach all friggin' day. I got the whole week off now. My kids are down. I dropped my kids off in Barnstable. They're down in Centerville for the week. I dropped them off there with their mother, and so she's going to take them for the week with her family down there. And so it works out, man. Now I got the week off, so it's great. Co-parenting's dope. So there we go. Thank you. Next, Cal sends $25. Goes, hi, Daddy. Missed you. Love you. Well, thank you so much, Cal. I appreciate that. Missed you too. Next, we have Josh Hill sends $10. Goes, Alex Jones lost on a default judgment. He did because he refused to comply with discovery. There was a Jones self-own, not a Maddie win. Yes, he got the money verdict. As a gay guy, please stop calling people gay without proof. Oh, come on. I say, yeah, gay means happy. Have a gay summer. Remember? As someone with a master's in law, I think your case is sound. If it makes it to a jury, I'd be surprised with anything other than an acquittal. Well, thank you so much. And, as a gay guy, you get it. It's like, it's okay. Like I get a pass. I'm allowed to say that because I'm flamboyant. So I can call people gay. It's a term of endearment, kind of, you know what I mean? And it's a term of like insulting, like it's gay. It's a great word. I'm sorry. It is. It's like fag's a good word too. Gay is a good word. Cunt's a great word. Retard is a great word. There's a lot of great words that you're not supposed to say, but I love them. And I'm just going to keep saying them because this is a free country. So I appreciate that. I do appreciate the $10 you gave me there, Scott. I appreciate that. Or no, who was that from? That was from Josh. Yeah. So like, as far as the default, that reminds me too. Before I forget. So a lot of the trolls were like, so I didn't address this. I totally forgot to pass in, Dildo's, discovery. So Dildo, attorney Mark Diller, I call him Dildo. That's what, we're friends, so it's fine. And so Dildo sent me in like late April some interrogatories, some questions for his lawsuit against Kearney, which is just destined to fail. It has no chance of succeeding whatsoever because John O'Keefe wasn't hit by a car, so you can't really sue her for that. It's not going to work. So anyway, he sent me some questions, and they were just absurd and ridiculous, but they were time consuming. And it was like, he wanted like all my communications with Karen Reed. Okay. I don't have that many. Sure. You can have all my communications with her lawyers. I had to go through my entire phone extract and screenshot all of my messages with Yannetti. I'm like, bro, they're all out there. Like, just ask Julie Carpenter. She has everything. But that's the thing. I know that if I don't pass in everything, Diller already has it. Dildo's already got everything. So, he's just going to cross-reference it and be like, did he get Julie? He's just going to send them all to Julie Carpenter. And he's going to be like, what did he leave out? What did he not give me? Like, bro, you have it all. Stop it. Okay. But he also wanted like some ridiculous shit. Like, I think I read them to you guys, but it was like all, let's see. Well, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Hold on. Did I save it? Yeah, like I got the answers to him this week. I did, so I just didn't do it. I'm not gonna lie. I just totally dropped the ball. Okay. Just totally forgot because I have a million things going on and I didn't get it to him. And so then he filed a motion to compel me to produce all these documents and answer them. I'm like, oh yeah. Like the antis were so psyched about that. Like, oh, he's in big trouble. It's not a big deal. You can just pass shit in late around here. Like everybody just passes shit in late. So I just decided to do what everybody else does. I just passed in shit late. And the issue, there was some gray area because I'm not represented in the O'Keefe versus Karen Reed case. I don't have a lawyer for that. I'm contracted. The Jeff Pyle contract I have is for my lawsuit with the McAlberts. Bradle and Bettero are not civil guys. Okay. But I'm also not contracted with them on that case. So like, that's more money. And I can just answer this shit myself. So I did that shit pro bono. Or no. Pro se. Yeah, not pro bono. I did do a pro bono too. It was free. So I did a pro bono and pro se. And so I got all this stupid. I'm like, I'm not going to, because a lot of people were messaging me like, oh, why didn't you hand it in? Did he not serve you? Did they not do this? I'm like, I just forgot, bro. I'm not going to lie. I just forgot. That's it. I just forgot. I don't know. I pass shit in late a lot. Like everybody else Robert Cosgrove passes in shit late all the time. Okay. So they did a motion to compel and that got approved. And so I had until July 13th to pass in all these stupid answers. And so I'll read them. Like these are I did a whole fucking thing, dude. You guys want to see it? This is like my whole, I did like a whole, let's see, like, look at this shit. I'm like a lawyer now. Look at this. I passed this in to Dildo. I sent it to him. Look at this shit. I'm like a real lawyer now. I wrote this whole thing from scratch. That was all me. I took another one and I just copied it as far as the formatting goes. And so it's like, okay, because this is all going to be public, so I don't give a shit. It's like, these were my answers. I was like, can I zoom in? Okay. See, I have my header there with my italic writing there with the bold underlined center. I'm a deponent. Okay. And now comes, I wrote this whole thing myself, dude. I'm like a real lawyer. And I'm like, okay, general objections. The deponent generally objects to the plaintiff's document requests on the grounds that they are unduly burdensome, overbroad, privileged, or otherwise confidential, and not reasonably calculated to lead to the discovery of evidence. Notwithstanding the foregoing objection, the deponent hereby answers as follows. This is like boilerplate shit. And so I'm like, okay, the first one, they wanted all my communications with Karen Reed. Okay, I object, but notwithstanding, here's everything I got. Boom. What about all my messages with deponent repeat? Oh, so every single one was like, we want all your messages with Karen Reed regarding the Commonwealth versus Karen Reed case, anything involving the O'Keefe family, and a third thing. I forgot what it was. And so it's like there's three answers. Like every time it's the same shit. So like, okay, first three, copy and paste, same shit. Okay. Check out Exhibit 1 and Exhibit 2. They wanted all my communications with intermediaries. So you know what I gave them? I sent this attachment to Dildo, and he thanked me for it. I sent him Natalie, the German's entire phone extraction. I just here's Natalie's phone. Knock yourself out, sir. Because we got Natalie's phone in the for discovery in my case. And so I just gave him all knock yourself out. Have fun. Read all of Natalie's messages. I don't give a shit. I have nothing to hide. Read it all, dude. Read them and weep. So all that. The Karen Reed ones, I can only give what I have. I only have a handful of text messages when we weren't on the Signal app. So I don't know what you want me to say. I wish we had them all. You could see how fucking awesome we were. What a great reporter I was talking to the source, a major source, and the source that every other reporter wishes that they had access to. That was me. Boom. But then they wanted crazy shit too. They wanted like other shit. They wanted like deponent, notwithstanding the documents are in Exhibit 2. Deponent repeats general objection. The request implicates confidential sources, is radically overbroad, and much of the information that has been shared is readily available and searchable on public databases. Okay, awesome. Same as number 5. Then I'm like, the deponent repeats general objection above as to this request. They wanted all voicemails, call logs with Karen Reed. I'm like, bro, I have no voicemails. There's no voice. What century is this? Voicemails? answering machine. What are you talking about? They left each other voicemails. Notwithstanding, the deponent provides enclosed documents attached as this is a shiesty one that did it as Exhibit 3 of a media report link from February 1st that relates to the documents. So you know what I gave him for that? I just gave him a link to Brian Tully's search warrant. And people keep saying static. Is it bad, dude? What the fuck? What is going on? What causes the static? I can't figure it out. What causes the static? I don't like it. Okay, static's gone. Good. All right, cool. Yeah, the phone near the mic is not it. It just, the phone is fine. The phone's far away. I don't know what does it, but anyway, it's gone now, right? It's bad. Everybody keeps saying it's bad. I think it's the mic. It's only this mic that does it. I don't know what causes it, but anyway. So what was I saying? So back to this whole thing. All right. Oh, yeah. So I just gave a link to Brian Tully's search warrant. Remember Brian Tully had a search warrant that said that me and Karen Reed talked on the phone for 189 times or something like that. Or was it 189 hours, 40 hours, 189 times? That's what he said. I just gave him Brian Tully's search warrant. I'm like, that's Brian Tully's got it. I don't know how many times I talked to Karen Reed. I can't tell you. I don't even have that phone anymore. So I can't even tell you who's got that. But you can just look at just Brian Tully. It's in his search warrant. You just go read it. So I just sent them Brian Tully's search warrant. So there you go. That's how many times I talked to Karen Reed. All the time. I talked to her a lot, bro. A lot. Next one. All photographs, video footage, data, and downloads, bro. This is what he asked for. All photographs, video footage, data, and downloads related to the prosecution of Karen Reed that are in my possession. That's like everything on my phone. It's like every single picture. So I'm like, okay. I go, everything is on my website, tbdailynews.com, as well as my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, my Twitter account. But I also, I threw in as many exhibits as I could because I would be here all day. So Exhibit 4, this is what I threw in for Exhibit 4. You want to see Exhibit 4? Okay, here's Exhibit 4. Up. Because remember, this is all going to be entered into evidence. Okay, what do we have here in Exhibit 4? Up. That appears to be a picture from the Asian house of all these big lights that somehow didn't wake up Big Bad Brian Albert. He slept through the whole thing. And the dog, too, for whatever that's worth. The dog slept through that. But okay. Thank you, Dildo. What else do we got here? Oh, more Asian house. Oh, what's this? There's Colin Albert. This is entered into evidence with some sort of black eye. What's up with that? I don't know. Okay. Oh, this picture, just for the fuck of it, I threw this picture into the discovery because I've used this picture a million times. I love that picture. What's this one? Oh, this is Michael Proctor saying that that Lucky Loughran didn't plow 34 Fairview Road. We entered that one into evidence. So there you go, Dildo. How do you like that one? What else? There's John O'Keefe's clothing on the floor that we sent that one in. Yes, we did. There you go, Dildo. What else? What's Michael Proctor doing with the taillight? Fucking around with the taillight. Colin Albert, just for the fuck of it, throwing that one in there. There, clothes on the floor. What's this one? Julie Daniels being gagged by Jennifer McCabe. We threw that one in there. This is what I gave Dildo in Discovery. That just scaling and Big Bad. Look at this guy. Let's look at this guy. Oh, that guy didn't do anything. He's so innocent. Right. Totally not a psychopath. Oh, this is a normal picture. This is normal guy stuff right here. Whatever this is. What else do we got? What else do we have? Discovery. What's this? What's this in Discovery? What does this say? Canton man denies charges related to Route 95 hit and run death. Oh, that's when Chris Albert killed a man in 1994. Okay. That's right. I forgot about that. So this is, again, he asked, you want Discovery? You got it. Here's some Discovery for you. What else? We have John O'Keefe's autopsy photos which clearly showed dog bites that he was not hit by a car. So there you go. There's some discovery for you. What do we got here? Oh, Karen Reed's taillight, not completely smashed like it was later on. Throw that one in there. There you go, Dildo. Knock yourself up. What's this? That looks way different. That looks way different from that. Yeah, what's up with that, Dildo? Oh, we got Colin Albert. What do we got here? A missed call. What time was it? 12:33 a.m. What was that about? I don't know. Oh, we got Kevin Reddington. A screenshot of a Kevin Reddington text entered into evidence. I wonder what it says. This is Jen McCabe's lawyer. You do a great job. Much respect. You create Karen's innocence. No one else created and showed Karen's innocence. I go, thank you. But her attorneys also did a good job. Agreed. I know David Yannetti. Well, great guy and attorney, but make no mistake, he says, you have created this more than reasonable doubt. He sends this to me on the day of the rolling rally. Jen McCabe's lawyer sends me a letter, an email, or a Facebook message on the day of the rolling rally telling me that I'm the cat's ass and that I proved Karen Reed's innocence. This is Jen McCabe's lawyer sent me this. So I made sure to enter this into evidence. You like that, Dildo? Is that the discovery that you're looking for there? Right? You are an incredible investigative reporter, not kissing your butt. You are amazing. Well, thank you, Attorney Reddington. What do we? Oh, what's this? What's this? We got Jen McCabe's car outside the Proctor house, entering that one into evidence there, Dildo. Enjoy that one. What do we got here? Oh, we got Garrett Wing. Garrett Wing telling us that those are dog bites. What else do we got here? Oh, hot tub time. We got Katie McLaughlin and Caitlin Albert hanging out in the hot tub. Oops. Thought they didn't know each other. Just a girl I barely knew. What's that? Oh, it's Colin Albert fighting, but he's never been in a fight before. Oh, what do we? Oh, we got more pictures of Caitlin Albert and the girl she knew named Katie McLaughlin. What else do we got here? Oh, more Colin Albert fights. Colin Albert fights. What else do we got here? Oh, we got the flattest street in Canton where Nicholas Garino told us that John O'Keefe's cell phone registered going up and down 3 flights of stairs. Hope that helps, Dildo. What do we got here? Oh, we got the phone going up and down 3 flights of stairs, don't we? Yes, we do. What do we have? Oh, it's a picture of what 34 Fairview looks like when it snows in the exact location where a body would be. Have fun with that one, Dildo. What do we got here? The Proctors, Chris Albert sharing a picture. Well, that's nice. What's the interest in this, though? Oh, it's Michael Proctor's mother, the Proctor's second family. Oops, thought they didn't know each other. What's this? Oh, a picture of Colin Albert and Michael Proctor at a wedding when Colin was 7 years old. Hope that helps, Dildo. Hope that helps. Put that in your folder. What do we got here? Oh, what do we got here? We got a picture of what Tom Kelleher's Ring camera, Arlo camera would have shown, right? It would have shown Karen Reed hitting John O'Keefe with the car. Why don't we should get this. You should look into that. Body found right there in case you needed more. What else do we got? Oh, we got Colin Albert. Whoa, where did those come from? Must have fallen on some ice and slipped. Oh, more pictures of Colin and Proctor. What else do we have here? What's this? Oh, we got Ryan Nagel's testimony. Ryan Nagel saying that no one was inside the car with Karen Reed. Got to be. Oh, how long to die in cold? 227. I hope that helps. Still, we're helping him out. What do we have here? A Tim Albert post saying, telling people not to fuck with his family. Yikes. What do we got here? Oh, Jennifer McCabe's entire call log. Enter that one into discovery there, Dildo. What else do we got here? Chris Albert updating his profile picture. Oh, it's Michael Proctor's mom again saying, love them too. What do we? Oh, we got Higgins, Kevin Albert, and Brian Albert at Ken Berkowitz right party right after Karen Reed was indicted. So that, gee whiz. I hope that helps still, though. I know you're really trying to sue Karen Reed. And I'm sorry it was late. The motion to compel was successful. So I really hope some of this information helps you out in your quest to prove that Karen Reed killed John O'Keefe with their car. Because again, you asked me for, what did he ask me for? He asked me for because all the trolls were all concerned about this. So I made sure I got it to them. It was all photographs, video footage, data downloads related to the prosecution of Karen Reed. Yeah, they're on my, but here's some stuff in Exhibit 4. Knock yourself out. That's the stuff I used. Okay. But or you can just go on my website and you just find it's all on there, pal. Okay. Same as 10 and 11, same thing. All relevant and available Signal messages are provided. See, the problem with Signal is I can't give you what I don't have. They self-deleted because we knew you fucks, you nosy fucks. You guys are nosy. You're always trying to read people's messages. Not today, Dildo. I mean, I can't give you what I don't have, So there's that. What else you got there? All references to the investigation of and prosecution of Karen Reed. That's like, what? Can be found. Yeah, check out my website. Okay. 16 says this request requires me to dox and unmask confidential sources who were guaranteed anonymity while providing information regarding my investigation into the prosecution of Karen Reed. Notwithstanding, all relevant, non-privileged, or non-confidential information gathered can be found on my website, tbdailynews.com. So they want me to give them information that was given to me by confidential sources. Okay, well, the information they gave me, it's all just on my website because I just published it all. I'm like a journalist. Like, people just give me information, I just publish it after fact checking, of course. Number 19, I just told him, nope, I am not turning over confidential sources. He wanted all my sources. Not today, Dildo. Not going to happen. I'm not turning over confidential sources, number 20 says. However, so he asked for all messages. So he gave me a list of the entire witness list from the first trial. And he's like, I want all messages with all sources in here. And I'm like, you can't. Some of those people are sources that were on the witness list. Most of them I never talked to before. But there's 3 people who I do have messages with, and you can have all of them, Dildo. And so I gave them to him. Chris Albert's messages, Jen McCabe's messages, and Paul O'Keefe's messages. I gave them all their messages. Okay. In Exhibit 5. Where's Exhibit 5? Oh, here we go. Here's Jen McCabe's messages. There she is sending me nude photos of another man. Telling me to have fun and mash pee. Okay. And that's it. Here's all my messages with Paul O'Keefe. Okay. In which we planned on going out on a double date. Thank God we didn't. And he was drunk, I think. I gave him all my messages. I gave him all of my messages with his own client. Bro, that's what I got. That's all I got. Paul O'Keefe was on the list. So I gave him all my messages with Paul O'Keefe. You could have them all. Here's all my messages with Paul O'Keefe. And Chris Albert. Where's the Chris Albert messages? Okay. Or do we... I know I had some Chris Albert messages. What happened? I threw them in here somewhere. Probably mixed up with the Paul O'Keefe ones. Anyway, Dildo can sort that out. That's why they pay him the big bucks. So anyway, the antis were all like, he's going to be held in contempt. No, I'm not. I need an extension. I was busy. I got it done. And I'm a lawyer now. That's my first legal. I did it on my own. I'm a grown up now. So there we go. Suck on that. Suck on that there, Dildo. Okay. Next. Scott in Rhode Island says Melissa Reynolds swallowed so much cum, okay, that every time she opens her mouth, it sounds like 17 kindergarten classes at recess. 17? I don't get the reference, but it's a lot of cum. Thanks. Gingy Sidewalk sends $25, goes, Turtleboy, here's the grift. Here's to the grift. Chris Maddie is gay. Ooh. Ooh. Just saying. Code. It's code, though. Stella sends $10, goes, Turtleboy, we need more people like you willing to stand up for what is right. Thanks for fighting the good fight. We are here with you, Daddy. Well, thank you very much, Stella. Tammy sends $10 and goes, I watched the Outcry miniseries about exonerated Greg Kelly in Texas. That was a good one. He has an advocate that went around with a megaphone and had rallies proving his innocence. I said he had a Turtleboy. Really? I'll have to check that out. But they're going to be like, well, that's not Massachusetts, bro. We have a gay law here. So deal with it. Okay, thanks. To make an account, sends $7 and says, hoping your defense team got the flash drive. Judge Gilday was real quick to say, oh, yeah? Yeah, we got that already. Very sketchy. Okay. Mike Comfort sends $10, goes, thoughts on the Barstool comments I shared. Mike Comfort? I don't know who Mike Comfort is. Mike Cryford? I mean, Cryford. I don't know the Barstool comments you shared, but I shared some sort of Barstool Sports talking about me, and they're like, I'll play it real quick. Let me see if I can have this here. This guy, Dante, I guess his name is, I follow him and he follows me. I like his tweets and he likes mine. And so I don't know if this was him or this is one of his, everybody at Barstool Sports is like 15 years younger than me. I don't know who any of these people are. All I know is Dave and Big Cat. Big Cat's my homie. I love Big Cat. He is fucking funny. I love his podcast. He has the best, him and PFT have the best podcast. Part of my take is the best sports podcast. I could listen to that all day. Right. Because they're like the only people my age at Barstool Sports. Like everybody else who's works at Barstool Sports is like literally 15 years younger than me. Like, so I can't even like relate to what they're talking about. Right. But there's some good people at Barstool Sports. I mean, a lot of them, Casey Smith, I became friends with her during the Canton retrial. Like she texting me all week during the acquittal. Like she was so fucking into it. Right. And Big Cat, same thing. Right. Big time into it. A lot of these people are into it. They don't really cover it on their shit, but they all followed it. Right. And so, I have much respect. First of all, I have nothing but respect for Dave Portnoy. I don't want to be him. I want to be as rich as him and as successful as him for sure. Who the fuck wouldn't? But like, how can you not respect what he built? Have I like criticized him for? Yeah, of course, because you gotta hold people's feet to the fire, when they change. But like ultimately, how can you not admire? He's a local guy who started a fucking, before websites, blogs were even a thing. He was passing out flyers in the T station, like literally printing out, like it was the olden days, pamphlets of like Barstool Sports and selling advertisements on them, hustling, starting a website, building it up from scratch from nothing. Like that's the American dream, right? He knows he's not stupid. But he's also like a corporate sellout now. Like he knows Karen Reed's innocent. Everybody at Barstool Sports knows Karen Reed's innocent. Jerry Thornton, they all fucking know. But Dave can't do it because Yuri Bukaki like fangirls him. Jack Mack, yeah, he got into it like the last day. He had I found his TikTok on. It was like really good. He's like, how the fuck am I just finding this shit out now? How did I not cover this? Exactly. Because it's just not what they do, but everybody watches it. And so anyway, so I retweeted out, let's see. Yeah, listen to this.
Are the people Worcester proud or ashamed of Turtleboy? It's weird because there's this guy there who's like a wannabe Dave who started.
So which one's Dante? I don't even know which one he looks like. I follow him and he follows me, and I guess he's one of them. There's I guess this podcast is called Gayness. I don't even know. I guess it's called Anus. But so they talk about Turtleboy here. Put it on the right speed. And they're talking about the Turtleboy statue, and then they start talking about me. That's what they say.
Right. Are the people of Worcester proud or ashamed of Turtleboy? It's weird because there's this guy there who's like a wannabe Dave who started a rival website a long time ago.
Okay, stop right there. He's a wannabe Dave who started a rival website. I don't want to be Dave. I want to be as rich as Dave. Obviously, who wouldn't? I want to be as successful as Dave. Who wouldn't? but like I don't want to be Dave. Dave does different things than I do. Period. Right? He's more. I don't know. He's more in like pop culture and sports as much and whatever. Like I'm more into journalism, true crime, like Karen Reed, you know, exposing corruption. That's what I do. So it's an extremely different brand. Okay. What I do is an extremely different brand than what Barstool Sports does. So it's not even, it's only similar in that we're both local bros who started our own websites. That's it. It's completely, it has nothing in common with it, you know?
Called Turtleboy. He was very,
wait, I've heard of this.
He was very embroiled in the Karen Reed saga. Like he was like involved in that case.
How involved in this case?
He was on it from day one, and he was like,
so is this Dante? This is him? Because I've never watched this podcast. I follow him on Twitter. He's got good tweets, but I've never listened to this show. Because again, everyone here is 15 years younger than me. Oh, he's in the white shirt. Dante's in the white shirt. Okay. So he's the one talking. All right. Anyway, back to this.
Inserted himself in it. It was like basically like talking to witnesses, and he got like subpoenaed and like gag ordered. It was crazy. But
what? I got subpoenaed and gag ordered? Neither. I got arrested. I wish I got subpoenaed. That would have been, or summoned. That would have been way better. Gag ordered? Nope. Haven't been gagged at all. I've had various stay away orders put on me by them, but yeah.
Kearney?
Yes.
Kearney.
I do not want to get on his bad side. He's a very crazy person.
Powerful?
No.
Oh.
But yeah,
he's a crazy person. I don't want to get on his bad side. He's a crazy person. I'm not crazy. This is Dante, right? He like, I don't know. I'm not a crazy person, Dante. What are you talking about?
The website after this turtle, and the website's pretty like, it's not like Barstool popular, but it's pretty popular. But I don't really want to talk about this anymore because
it is pretty popular. It is pretty popular, but it's not. You're right. It's nothing close. It is nothing close to Barstool. I will never be Barstool. I'll never be that successful. I'll be the first to admit it. That I'll never be Dave Portnoy rich. But that doesn't mean I can't be upper middle class. You know, and like you're right. I do very different things. I also have more like balls than Dave. Like Dave got arrested, but it's for like a publicity stunt with like the Tom Brady thing to like sell Goodell shirts like these. You know. He got arrested. He knew he was going to be, thrown out. Like I got like real arrested, not like fun. He was like fun arrested. I was like real arrested.
Yeah, I don't want to get on this.
All right, sure, yeah, of course.
But yes, the statue is popular in that area.
You're more scared of Turtleboy.com and Al Jazeera? Yeah, like Dante, I think you've talked about Israel before. You're afraid of
you touch every topic.
This is the one.
You're terrified of Turtleboy?
You've tweeted "fuck Netanyahu" before. I've never heard you speak with fear like this. Oh my god, dude!
Okay.
You're afraid of the.
So, yeah,
100% right.
Yeah, I don't know. So
are you?
I disagree. But he's entitled to his opinion.
I'm just telling you from there. This is on the courthouse, peaceful assembly on the sidewalk.
That's the plan. Real quick, I just want to thank everyone for coming. Reminder: they're letting us protest on this half of the. You just can't impede the stairs coming up. So we can protest here till the cows come home, and that's what we intend on doing. If only John was looking down at him from heaven right now saying, what are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Those people killed me. And you're walking into court with them, and you're sitting with them.
Not good.
And you're helping them.
Not good.
And you're helping them cover up what they did.
Look at all that sweat, bro. I was sweating. I'm out here pounding the pavement. This is petitioning the government. This is me.
Would anyone be surprised if there was someone just parked outside the building where this deposition was happening, waiting to see if they saw anybody coming and going?
Nope.
Wouldn't surprise me.
What just happened?
I have the sense that those in the greater Boston area don't have a lot of love for Proctor, or at least the ones that don't have a lot of love for Proctor aren't going to hesitate to DM Turtleboy and be like, yo, guess what I saw? You're verifying that that's true then, that he claimed to have a panic attack.
Turtleboy was right.
Turtleboy was correct.
In my ear.
And you're saying that he was seen outside being consoled.
Do you guys hear that?
So I'm not surprised that he was seen outside of where this deposition was taking place.
Sorry, I don't know why that happened. Anyway.
To me. How stupid do they think we are? How stupid? They're lying to us. They think we're so stupid that we're not going to look into that. And of course they do know now, and they're still pushing forward. because they know that the institutions are not holding Adam Wally accountable for lying.
That's a good point. Not yet. Oh.
Thus far, the institutions have worked to protect the very people who they are employed to protect us from.
That guy really believes it, man. That guy's passionate about shit. That's a leader right there. That's a leader. Yeah, even Emily D. Baker said Turtleboy was correct. Shout out to the Target Bullseye dog who has seen the light of day. Thank you. Welcome to the good side, dear. Yeah. What else do we got?
This is where he's gonna mix up, right?
What is this? Aidan Kearney's position in the government. Yeah, John Fanning came. That's right. So many good tweets. Oh, this is this.
Did you look when you were
What's this? Dr.
doing
Lapasada.
your differential diagnosis? Did you
Okay. Was anything else here? That wasn't very nice. Yeah. Okay. Dr. Lapasada.
doing your differential diagnosis? Did you-
All right. Anyway, so back to this. Your differential diagnosis. Mary Malarkey sends $10 and goes, are y'all signing up for golf? And is anyone else sponsoring a hole? Get on it, people. Yes. So we've had the golf tournament's definitely going ahead. Whether or not we get a sellout's another story, but we still got time to sign up. But we got to do it by the end of this week because I got to get the t-shirts ordered. The golf tournament is August 3rd. Tomorrow is the 19th. So that's basically 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So it's linked to the top. Trust me, just fucking golf, bro. It's going to be a great time. Sign up to golf. It's going to be fun. August 3rd, 10 a.m. at Kettlebrook Country Club in Paxton. They don't want this happening, but it's happening. $175 for one or $150 a person if you get a foursome. You get a cart. You get a free rent. Not free rent. You 18 holes of golf. You're paying, obviously. To be there. Auntie Deb's going to be there. We're going to do a little show afterwards, a little Q&A situation going on. And yeah, we're just going to have a great time. You got a free t-shirt, meal of food, all sorts of shit. You can also sponsor the holes. I got to look and see how many sponsors of, let me look right now. How many of the holes have been sponsored? We only have 18 holes. It's $200 a hole. Anyone can do it. You just got to get it. First come, first serve. Let's see. How many holes have been sponsored? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of the 18 holes have been sponsored. So we have 7 available holes left for sponsorship. Get in there if you want a hole. How many holes can we fill with a foursome? Oh, I see what you did in there. Okay. Anyway, so it'll be dope. It's going to be dope. So, yeah, sign up. It's pinned to the top of my Twitter one. Do we need our own clubs? You do need your own clubs. You do need your own clubs. Probably, wear golf attire if you got it. A collared shirt would be nice. It could be a polo shirt, whatever. That would be cool too. But somebody should do a sponsor hole saying "Die in a hole." It's at the Kettlebrook Country Club in Paxton, Massachusetts, right next to Worcester. 200. It's 18 holes, $200 a hole. Okay, and again, this is a legal defense fundraiser, and it's also going to be a good time. So I'm really looking forward to this. Really looking forward to this. So, yeah, you can't rent clubs there or anything like that. No, it's not like that. It's not like skiing. Borrow some from a friend. Borrow some from a friend. Okay. All right, cool. So there's that. All right, next. I'm reading turtle chats here, aren't I? Mary sent, no, I read that one. Lori sends $10, goes, hi, Aidan. I was just wondering what your thoughts were about Judge Gilday. At first, I rather liked him. I thought finally a fair judge for Kearney yourself. Now I'm feeling that confidence. I also thought your lawyer kicked ass at the last hearing. Best wishes from Columbus. Well, thank you, Lori. He's the judge in my case, so I'm not going to talk shit about it. That will not be happening. My lawyers would kill me if I did that. But I've shared my thoughts. It is ridiculous. I mean, I tweeted that at 10:52. Okay, not 2:52. He was lied to. I don't know why these people are lying on me. Right. So yeah, that's what I think about that. Thanks. Megan of the Osage says $43. It's a random number. Wow, here's why. Hey, Daddy Turtle Dove. Today is my 43rd birthday, and while I don't get very excited about my birthday these days, I have looked forward to your return this evening more than anything else all week. The events from this week have been a strong reminder that supporting you is standing up for so much more than just you as an individual. You represent all of us, and your fight is a fight for every single citizen in this country. Sending you nothing but positivity, winning vibes from Oklahoma. And welcome back. Well, thank you, Sooner Nation out there. Appreciate that. Crazy Brazilian sends $10, goes, hey, Turtle Boy, thanks for the vacation update. And holy crap, the surgery was an absolute success. The boobs are looking fantastic. And the man bra era is officially over. Freedom at last. What surgery? You got tits, Crazy Brazilian? Thank you. Congrats on the tits. Kristen sends $25, goes, speaking of John not being hit by a car, I took a spin by Fairview, and every time I see the lawn, I'm reminded there's absolutely no way Karen hit him, and then no one else saw his body laying there. The flagpole is literally next to the street. It didn't happen. Turtleboy was right. Exactly. Petitioning activity sends $10 and goes, welcome home. Were there any weird stains or smells in your pad? Tide pen and ammonia. Don't forget to shock the pool. There was a dead bird in the pool. Not good. There's always some, I was afraid about what I was going to see. Yeah, the pool was full of shit when I got home. So I got the robot out there right now doing its work, catching up on shit. I knew that was going to happen. But the pool was looking in tip-top shape when I left. Now I got to shock it. But it's okay. It's okay. Looking forward to it. I know how to take care of it now. Josh sends $5, goes, don't really care about your gay comments. I want the truth of the murder of John O'Keefe, and you are the only one fighting for it. Hell, Proctor has been fired. Tully and Good are retired before getting fired. May not love you, but I respect you. Well, thank you so much, Josh. And yes, that's all we all want. It's all we want. So there we go. Chris Maddie's gay. Thanks. Okay. Do we have any cash apps here? Okay. Callie sends $5 and goes, Turtleboy was right. Chris Maddie is gay. Okay. Interesting. Ralph sends $25, goes, this is a masterclass in trolling tonight. I don't know what you're talking about, Ralph. I don't know anything about trolling. Kathleen sends $10 and goes, did you have the Google Turtleboy talk with your kids? Not yet. I haven't found the right time, but we're going to. I don't know what they know. I don't know what they know. Thanks. Dominique sends $5 and goes, you live rent-free in the McAlbert's head. Miss you. Thank you, Dominique. And again, people are asking, how do I sponsor roll? You have to go on the website, guys. Again, I said it before. It's pinned to the top of my Twitter profile. I will say this again. It's pinned to the top of my Twitter profile. You click on that. You can either sign up to golf or sign up to sponsor a hole. There you go. Thanks. Okay. Kathleen sends $10 and goes, oh, we read that one. I don't remember if I read this. Dominique sends $5. Years. You live rent free in the McAlbert's head. Miss you. Thank you much, Dominique. Deborah sends $10 and goes, welcome back. Melanie is doing a collab with the towel. I know. Things I thought I'd never see. How about that? Melanie's all about good vibes. You know what I mean? Well, Melanie's just all about, it's awful static again. Great. Melanie is all about good vibes. And if you're cool with her, she'll be cool with you. I mean, that's generally how she operates. And so it's like, did she like the towel? No, she didn't like Lindsay Catani earlier on too. It's like, but then they came around, and so she's over it. As I am. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay. Now, that doesn't mean I'd get over everyone. There's some people where it's like, there's no coming back from it. Right. And like, I don't like, obviously 5150, like people like that, like Krusty Panties, like there's no coming back with some people, but like with a lot of people, there is. Like a lot of people, it's just like, okay, you know, like Grant, whatever, who cares? When we were mad at Grant Smith Ellis, Grant, when he was on the other side, was goofy. He had a freaking rope belt and shit. He was never like that, like a big of a problem, quite frankly. Like he was goofy. The whole time Grant was on their side, he was just goofy and harmless. That's what I thought about Grant when he was on their side. And honestly, I always thought that like you're on the wrong side, Grant. Because Grant is conspiracy minded. Like, bro, we're on the conspiracy side. You're on like the government side. Like, that's not a good side to be on. It's not, it was just never a natural fit for him, you know? Because it was Wendy's fault, because he was living under Wendy's spell. And so and he's free of Wendy now. So and dealing with her. So Grant was like the most harmless fucking dude. Was he annoying? Yeah, sure as fuck he was. Did we fight in the line? Absolutely. Right? Did he say some fucked up shit to me? Yes. Do I want an apology from him? No, because it wouldn't even be genuine, and he was just saying shit. Okay, I never really took it that personally when Grant said shit to me. Like, I just never did. And he hasn't said sorry to me or like asked for forgiveness, and nor would I want him to, because I feel like it would be forced and like not genuine. I just don't care. That's my way of moving on, is just not caring. That's all. Okay. And like, that's he said some fucking crazy shit to me. I just don't care. Okay. That's it. Thanks. Half Shaft Zemla sends $10, goes, Maddie is gay. I wish Tiffany a happy birthday, please. Okay. Happy birthday, Tiff. Maggie sends $5, goes, what do you think of the new police body cam on the McAlberts? We'll try to get to that. Andrea sends $25 and goes, glad you had a great great, well-deserved vacation. Well, thank you, Andrea. So let me memberships. I'll read all those later on. Don't forget to join, become a member. We had a really good members live before I left about the freedom rides and the civil rights movement that we turned into a standalone video, which I highly suggest you watch if you haven't already. But we got shit to get through, so let's just jump right into this now, shall we? Okay. First up, I want to start with, let's see, law and crime. I was just watching it the other day. Right, search law and crime Turtleboy. Let's see. Live stream. Because Law and Crime had the first like 20 minutes of that hearing, and I wanted to play it. Do we have it here? Let's see. It's so bad, they're saying. Like, what the fuck? Why is it so bad? It's still? Okay. How bad is it? Let me see. Oh my God. That's horrible. Fucking horrible. What is happening? It's my cord. I don't know. But now I'm too far away from it. Now I'm like too far away from it. Okay. It's not cheap equipment. It's a $400 microphone. Like, I don't know, but why is it like this? Buy a new mic. It's not the fucking mic. The mic has been like this ever since I had it. It's something with the cord. I don't know. Anyway, it comes and goes. I don't know why it's like that. I have no fucking clue. None. All right. Anyway, it is a big deal. That was pretty bad. That was fucking horrible. I heard that. I'm like, God, that is painful. Yike. Yikes. Okay. It's got to be the cord. I don't think it's the phone, guys. It's not the fucking phone. It's the cord thing. Anyway, I got this mic a couple years ago. Spend $1,000. Okay. And then when that has the same thing, then what? Oh, it's not. If I just spend more money, then it won't be static. No, I have a cheaper mic that doesn't have this, but the quality isn't as good. Anyway, let's get back to this. It's the glare's fault, I know. So I'm looking for my hearing. Let's see. History. I was watching it earlier. When did I watch it? Here it is. Okay. Because they did not have like the first 20 minutes. But Long Crime had it. Let's play it.
Good morning, Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, July 14th, 2026. This is the criminal court session of the Superior Court of the Justice Park today. You're on the matter for report civil action 2683 CD 00541. Jennifer McCabe et al. Versus Karen Reed et al. Counsel, could you please state your name for the record of these certain plaintiffs?
Good morning, Your Honor. Chris Maddy on behalf of the plaintiffs.
Is gay.
On behalf of the plaintiffs. Defendant Karen Reed.
Members of the public shall attend in person. Courtrooms open to the public. I have read and reviewed those that I believe to be necessary. And I have read all of the extensive briefing on the issues in multiple affidavits, so please keep that in mind. I don't need a lot of background here. You all know the Duracraft framework to which the SJC has returned has no substantial basis in conduct other than or in addition to their alleged petitioning activity. If a defendant cannot make such requisite showing, their special motion to dismiss is denied. If the threshold showing is made, we go on to step 2, which is have the plaintiff showing that a defendant's exercise of the right to petition lacked any factual support or basis in law. It has caused the plaintiff's injuries. Now, on the first step, I only need to conduct a facial review of the amended complaint to identify which factual allegations serve as a basis for a particular claim. I may need to look at other documents in the anti-SLAPP record to determine whether these allegations fall within the statutory definition of petitioning activity. That's an objective assessment to be made based upon the documents before me. Mr. Kearney's attorneys. Let me start with the plaintiffs. Who's going to argue on behalf of the plaintiffs?
I am.
Okay, tell me this. Do the plaintiffs concede that Mr. Kearney's actions were reasonably likely to enlist public participation?
No, we do not.
They do not concede that my statements were reasonably likely to enlist public participation. Good luck, dude. Good luck. Reasonably likely to enlist public participation. That's all I did was enlist public participation. That was like my number one thing.
So, does anyone have their copy of the amended complaint?
Yes, sir.
Anyone not have it? So let's look at paragraph 106. If anyone doesn't have it, the clerk has some copies. So,
Paragraph 106, Your Honor.
106, yeah. It appears, if you look at paragraph 106 and paragraph 126, these are the allegations to plaintiffs. It does appear you're conceding that his actions were likely to enlist public participation. So tell me how I'm misreading those paragraphs.
Your Honor, there are some.
So he's like, bro, your own filing. Your paragraphs 106 and 130, whatever. The static's unbearable still. I don't hear it. Okay. Yeah. Your own filing says that I was reasonably likely to enlist public participation. You said that. I mean, that's the beauty of our filing, was that we agreed with most of what he said. We're like, yeah, he did do this. He did get a whole bunch of people out there, didn't he? He did protest. He did all that shit. Right? So, like, okay.
Statements and some conduct that he engaged in that we agreed did enlist public participation in what we claim
so there was some
towards the plaintiffs,
Oh.
not participation in.
Okay, so it was, he did get people to participate, but it was harassment, even though 2 judges have already ruled that my conduct toward the McAlberts is not the Webster's Dictionary version of, or not the legal definition of harassment, as Judge O'Malley said. So it's not harassment. He's like, yeah, you're on. Is it public? Was it reasonably likely to enlist public participation? Yeah, but it was harassment. Well, that's not what you're suing. I'm not being sued for harassment. I'm being sued for defamation.
a matter or issue that was under review by a judicial body. But there was other conduct and other defamatory statements he made that we do not believe was likely to enlist public participation. And I can give you some examples of those. So for example, when Mr. Kearney confronted Ms. McCabe and her family at a youth lacrosse game,
oh yeah,
he did that on his own in the setting confined by a lacrosse game.
I did not do it on my own though. I was with all of you people. I live streamed it. I was not doing it on my own. I did that for an audience. That's what I did that for. I did that because I wanted people to see it. That's why I did it. I filmed everything. Why? Because I needed alone. I can't do anything to the government. I want the government to go and arrest the people who killed John O'Keefe. I want them to stop wasting their time with Karen Reed, because that's a loser case. She obviously didn't do it. Can you go get the people who actually did it? Right? And little old me by myself can't do shit. So we need to make our voices heard collectively together. And so that's what I did. And how do you do that? How do you communicate with a large group of people today? You use the internet. Okay? You use social media. That's why I was doing that.
And shouted cop killer at her and in the vicinity. There was nothing about that conduct that was likely to.
Right. Cop. I did yell cop killer. I did yell cop killer at her. Because I want her to be investigated for killing a cop. And I wanted the government to investigate her. I know she's not going to turn herself in, right? So I got to go live and I got to let the world know what she did, because she's just out here walking around like she didn't Google how long to die in cold at 2:27 a.m.
Public participation in any legitimate petitioning activity. To the contrary, it was a verbal and physical confrontation at a lacrosse game directed towards Ms. McCabe. Voicemails that he left for Brian Allen and the McCabe, which was essentially direct communication with them, in which he defamed them directly. That type of conduct, although he later published it to an audience, that type of conduct is actionable.
He later published? I live streamed it. I didn't later publish it to an audience. I published it live. I called Brian Albert and I asked him questions that they put in their complaint about his involvement in that. Like, that's called reporting. That's called raising awareness. And by the way, if they didn't do it, he could have just explained that to me. Like, no, actually, I didn't do it. Here's how you know I didn't do it. But he didn't call me back. None of these people ever called me back, ever. None of them ever answered any questions. The only person that was up for answering any questions is the person who could have invoked her Fifth Amendment rights, and that's Karen Reed. She was the only one that was in a talkative mood.
On its own, and not likely to enlist public participation. And so these are examples I give you, Judge, as to show that there is some conduct that Mr. Kearney engaged in that was not for a viewing audience, let's say, although he may have later published it to a viewing audience.
There is not a single thing that I have done that was not for a viewing audience. Nothing. Like, what have I done that was not for a viewing audience? Like, everything I do is for a viewing audience. He seems to concede that if I'm doing something for a viewing audience, it's petitioning.
And as some conduct that is actionable, that was not likely to enlist public participation. I also want to just draw a distinction, Judge, if I may, between certain actions described by Mr. Kearney in his memorandum, which are not an issue in this case. So, for example, and I don't want to get too far afield from your question or get into general argument, but the idea that Mr. Kearney may have at times been involved in activities that were critical of the DA's office or critical of the state police, the Canton Police Department, that is separate conduct and not alleged by us to be actionable than the conduct that we claim was illegal, which was a prolonged, persistent.
Illegal against the law? The prolonged, persistent what?
Defamation and harassment campaign directed at the plaintiffs. And there's no question that he sought to enlist his audience in that same illegal conduct. But that's only step one of the analysis. That is whether somebody summons a mob or attempts to enlist them in some.
My audience, millions of people think that his clients killed John O'Keefe. Millions of people. What are you talking about? Because that's what the evidence shows. It's just like, what are we doing, pal? What are you doing?
Sort of participatory activity. That enlistment of public participation needs to be in furtherance of some petitioning activity. And that's where, we would argue nothing he was doing was petitioning. It's not.
Nothing he was doing was petitioning. What have I done that's petitioning? Well, I met with State Representative Nicholas Boldiga to discuss legislation regarding this exact thing. Okay. I spoke with elected representatives. I tried to get them interested in this case. We held a rally outside the state house in which I demanded that the state legislatures hold people responsible. I urged people to contact their local government. I went, Microdots did a video about this. I went down there and I have the video of this, right? Like when I went down there and I tried to speak with Morrissey. Should we play that one? I know that's on here somewhere. I know I shared that here somewhere. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, there I am. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Oh, isn't that cute, brother? Look at that. Nice sunset picture there. Love it. Love it. Race Point Beach. Best sunset in the Cape. Let's see. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for the where'd it go? I went and hold on. I got to find the Microdots video. He did a awesome video about that I never even remember seeing, and I totally forgot about it.
His false accusations against our clients that they had committed murder was a message that he conveyed to the government.
Stuff that you would normally associate with a murder investigation. Didn't do any of that for John O'Keefe at 34 Fairview Road.
That he intended to be conveyed to the government.
Is that the entrance? Let's see.
That he had any mechanism for reporting to the government.
This is the DA's office.
Hi. Good, thank you. Can we speak with the district attorney, Michael Morrissey? In? Is there a way to reach? Do you know where I can find him? Yeah, my number is 413. Okay. Yeah, have a call. All right, thank you.
It's literally a video of me petitioning the government. I'm down there asking for Michael Morrissey. Like, what the fuck, dude? I called Michael Morrissey. The video of me talking to his son and his wife, I called him. And I gave him my phone number. I'm like, he never called me back. I also went into the Canton Police Department. There's videos of me trying to speak. Can we find that video? No, let's find it. I got to find this video now. Of me walking into the Canton Police Department, trying to find Lanka. That video is great. Let's see. Video. Rolling rally. Let's see. Calling Norfolk Superior Court. Asking questions of the government.
Today is kind of
It'll just trying to speak with Louis Jutras, Catherine Duty's father, Charles Duty. I tried speaking with him. Neither of them wanted to talk to me. Remember, I tried to interview Lally outside of court. He wouldn't talk to me. None of these people want to talk to me. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Where to go? Let's see. And recreation. Visit to the Proctors, visiting Jen McCabe. Canton DPW, speaking with them. There was one video where I go, and maybe Richie's got it somewhere. I don't know if Richie's watching right now. Where I attempt to go and speak with. Oh, how about this? This is petitioning the government. Watch this.
Sergeant Bukaki, are you trying to arrest me for wiretapping Why did you pursue? Why were you talking about me during your whole interview with Lucky Laughlin? What have you done to follow up on the Ford Edge? What have you done? What have you done to follow up on that Ford Edge that Lucky Laughlin told you about? Why did you not interview? Why did you not interview?
Lucky Laughlin. Why did you not interview him?
Why did you not interview Lucky Laughlin? Why did you not interview Lucky Laughlin, sir, until...
This is petitioning the government right here. This is literally me petitioning the government. This is a state police detective, and I'm asking him, why aren't you looking into the Ford Edge, bro? That I delivered to you. Like, I gave you the witness. You guys couldn't find Lucky Laughlin, so I just delivered him to you. I wrote about it. So why aren't, and he told you about this Ford Edge. You know about this. It's been a month now. Why aren't you looking for this? This is me petitioning the government to investigate tips and clues, right, in the murder of John O'Keefe. Like, this is literally me saying, why don't you, I'm petitioning the government to investigate this. Yuri Buchanan is the government.
August 10th. After, are you ashamed? I mean, is this why you went to the academy, to cover with punks like Michael Proctor? You're Michael Proctor's bitch. That's all you are, son. You're Michael Proctor's little bitch.
Ooh.
You're a fucking pig. You're a disgrace.
Oh,
You're a fucking
give it to him.
disgrace. And these two guys here, they know it.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
looking at you right now like, this guy's a fucking joke.
Oh, yeah, he is.
They have to wear the same uniform as this clown.
This clown.
As this
Ooh.
corrupt pig.
Look at him.
Look at you. Look at you. You freaking pig. You disgust me. You disgust me. You loser. You loser. You freaking loser. Bukaki loser.
Spicy.
Bukaki loser.
Loser. I mean, that's petitioning the government right there. That's, again, I filmed it. I'll get to that. Again, I filmed it. So it's like, what do you want me to say? So that's like me literally telling the government, you know, I'm like telling them, like, can we look into this, pal? Like, that's me doing it. So who is Christopher Maddie to say that I haven't, again, listen to what he says here.
Enough to say at the plaintiffs, and there's no question that he sought to enlist his audience in that same illegal conduct. But that's only step one of the analysis. That is whether somebody summons them up or attempts to enlist them in some sort of participatory activity. That enlistment of public participation needs to be in furtherance of some petitioning activity. And that's where, you know, we would argue nothing he was doing was petitioning. It's not enough to say, oh, I can make false accusations against private citizens and provoke others to outrage. Yes, he did do that.
Yes.
But that's not what the petitioning test is. The petitioning test is whether that was done in service of any legitimate petitioning activity, which, as we say extensively, and as I'll argue later today, was not what he was doing.
Let me ask a different question. Your opposition talks about Mr. Kearney acting on Ms. Reed's behalf rather than his own. And one possible reading of Cardinal, which everyone seems to cite here, could be that the anti-SLAPP statute protects those looking to advance causes in which they believe, and that the publication may be protected even if they're not intended to protect the writer's own rights. So if Cardinal does stand for that broad proposition, what do you say to Mr. Kearney's affidavit that essentially says he was advocating for a cause he believed?
Yeah. What do you say to that? What do you say to
things
that?
in response. And I'll address the Cardinal case more substantively later. It is clear that what Cardinal stands for is what I think is a fairly unremarkable proposition, that a citizen who has an independent interest in a cause can engage in petitioning activity in support of that cause and invoke anti-SLAPP protections. That I think is true. What we allege, and what Mr. Kearney seems to admit, is that this wasn't something he was doing independently on his own, that he wasn't seeking to engage in petitioning activity of his own, but in league with Ms. Reed and in part for a financial motive.
Oh my God. Financial motive. Jesus Christ. Believe me, when I was doing this, money was the last thing on my mind, pal. Money, I was not thinking, oh, I'm going to be rich doing this. No, I'm just like, this is what you don't understand, Christopher Maddie. I fucking get hard doing this shit. I love it. There is a certain high that I get off of this, just an absolute thrill that I get from exposing corruption. It's just in my DNA. I fucking love it. I can't get enough of it, man. I just cannot stop. Like, it's just the greatest feeling. Like when Bukaki and Proctor went down and interviewed Lucky Laughlin, when I forced them to do that, you understand how good that felt? Like, yeah, I did that. When I exposed Jennifer McCabe being at the Proctor's house on September 5th, 2023, I made them come up with another lie for that. Like I made them do that. Fucking love it. This is in my DNA, man. This is my passion. I live for this shit. I'm not doing this to make money, right? Making money is a byproduct of this. Do I make money? Yeah, fuck yeah, I make money because I'm really good at what I do. In the United States of America, when you're really good at what you do, when you have an actual talent, right, and a gift, when you work very hard to get shit out there. I wrote 550 something, whatever, doing this now. I organized large protests. Like I did shit, man. We mobilized shit. We got shit going. This shit wasn't easy. This started from nothing. This started from scratch. I did all this, right? Because I love it. Because it's important to me, right? It's what makes me American. It's like I embolden the American spirit, right? I love this country. I love what this country was founded on. And this country was founded on people who don't just take the government's word for shit, that don't bow down to tyrants, right? Who exercise their God-given First Amendment rights. The government did not grant me these rights, right? These rights are God-given. That's what it says in the Constitution, in the Declaration of Independence, right? These rights were God-given. They were not given to us by man. Man did not give me these rights. I was born with these rights, and I'm going to exercise these rights. And that's the difference between us and the British, right? They believe that the government grants you rights. We believe that that God gives us rights, that we're born with these rights. And I was, and I'm going to exercise these rights till the day I die, sir. Right? You don't get to decide this shit. So this is why I do what I do, right? Do I make money? Fuck yeah, I make money, right? Because I'm good at, because people want to give me money. I can't help that. I went out to Quinn's restaurant day before I left, right? With my kids. Or actually, no, I was not with my kids. I was with Trent's mom, actually. We were having a lovely meal of food. And I'm sitting there, and then I go to the bathroom, come back, and this lady comes over to me, and she just gives me $100 cash, right? Why? Because I'm fucking awesome. That's why. Because she loves what I do. She's like clearly loves what I do. And she goes to me. She gave me $100, and she goes, last time he goes, and she's like, I support you 100% what you're doing. Keep it up. Like that shit happens to me all the time, right? When people are just like, I love what you're doing. Keep going, bro. Keep going. Here's $100 to keep this shit going. And so we understand what you're up against. You earned that shit. Here you go. Like, okay, I will do, because this shit ain't cheap. And I absolutely did. And then she goes to me, she goes, last time you were here, she goes, last time you were here, I actually paid for your meal. I don't know if you remember that. I'm like, I don't. I'm like, it's happened before where people will pay for meals for me and they won't. And I'll ask the waitress, I'm like, who paid for this? And they go, they don't want you to know. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, and so then she's like, last time you were here, I paid for your meal. He goes, but I regret it. I should wish I just gave you the money though, because you were with 5150, she tells me. She's like, and I didn't want to pay for her meal. She's like, that's what she told me. Last time you were here, I paid for your meal and you were with 5150. So I just want to give you $100 this time. She said 5150. I was dying. I'm like, oh, lady. I'm like, oh, thank God, no more. Thank God. I'm free. But yeah, so there's that. Okay, cool. So anyway, let's get back to this. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to fuck. Let's go.
So the reason that we think Cardno is important, in addition to the fact that Cardno involved direct petitioning activity to governmental agencies, which we don't have here, is because it suggests that part of the analysis is if somebody is petitioning for a cause, whether they have an independent interest in promoting that cause versus whether what they're in fact trying to do is act in service of another's interests, which is what we believe he was doing. Obviously, he was
act in service of another interest. This is so retarded that I did this for Karen Reed. Guys, I didn't fucking know Karen Reed. What the fuck am I going to do for Karen Reed? I got to know her. I realized she was being framed, so I'm going to stand up for her. But like, spoiler alert, like we don't even really like each other. Like it's kind of documented, and that's okay, right? Like that. It doesn't the breakup of me and Karen Reed just kind of prove that like I didn't do this for her, right? Like I didn't. This was never about Karen Reed. The movement was called Free Karen Reed because we were telling the government to free her, right? But this was about justice for John O'Keefe, and that's why it's not over. If this was about Karen Reed, you would never hear from me. I wouldn't be talking about this case anymore. If this was just about Karen Reed, mission accomplished on June 18, 2025, right? But yet we persist, but yet we continue, but yet people continue to do FOIAs and people continue to put out more and more information as time goes on. People continue to do that. Okay. So like, clearly it's not about Karen Reed.
From our perspective in gaining notoriety, celebrity, and profit. And so that's why we think Cardinal's observation that the petitioners there had an independent, long-standing interest in this issue of the environmental consequences of the BP oil spill is different than what we have here.
See, if he were to make this argument about somebody like Nick Rocco, he might have a chance. He might have a better argument with somebody like that. Because like he's actually in this to be friends with Karen Reed. Like he wants influence and access to her. I don't give a fuck about, I mean, I care about Karen Reed in the sense that I didn't want her to go to jail. And I believe in justice, so I'm on her side. But I was never in this to be friends with Karen Reed. I would never brag about being friends with her. But like he doesn't talk to them. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about who the fuck is she? Was she a superstar? You know, she's a celebrity? No. She's a chick that got fucking framed for murder. That's what she is. And so I don't like that. So I stood up for her. Period. Some of these losers out there, like, I talked to Karen Reed. Do you talk to her? Congratulations, bro. You had a conversation on the phone with somebody after they were already free. You talked to them on the phone. We're real fucking impressed, bro. We're real impressed. Yeah. Anyway, back to this.
Who's speaking on behalf of Mr. Kearney?
I am, Your Honor.
Oh, here he goes.
If you believe that Cardinal stands for that broad proposition, I mean, the plaintiffs point to Cobra and Fustillo, I think is another case they're talking about. In the statutory language of 59H that restricts coverage to defendants who petition the government on their own behalf, right?
Yes.
And they suggest that your reliance on Cardinal is misplaced. So tell me, how are Mr. Kearney's actions similar to a Cardinal activist?
From the very beginning of his blog posts, long before the Karen Reed case of killing John O'Keefe, Aidan Kearney exposed police corruption. He wrote stories about police who had basically miswritten police reports in order to protect the daughter of a judge, resulting in a major ethics investigation. He wrote articles about a state police officer who had misrepresented on her application that she had been following the laws. And in fact,
Leah Genduso.
Operation.
Leah Genduso, the face of state police corruption, who has been embraced by, who believes Karen Reed is guilty and has been embraced by the antis and also embraced by people who claim to support Karen Reed, who just don't like me anymore, and has never gone away. Like this chick, bro, again, I exposed her. She lost her job as a state trooper, and she's still hooked up with me. Like I literally ruined her life. She was getting foreclosed on when I met her. And then that didn't work out. There's some revenge porn in it. And then she's disgraced again. That's it. And she's still around. She still posts about me like 24/7. Like it's fucking crazy, these people. Some of these people just never go away. Like I ruined her fucking life because I exposed her. And that's what I was doing with the McAlberts. She was just another fucking McAlbert. Like, it's like when I said I was going to ruin Colin's life because I'm exposing what his involvement in this. You know what I mean? I exposed her. And so she's done. Her life is ruined. Basically, I mean, she can act like it's not ruined. She lives in a fucking trailer park in fucking North Carolina and picks up dog shit like fucking and gets chewed up by dogs for a living. That's her life. Makes shit money. And does she even have health insurance? I don't fucking know. You know, like what the fuck do I know? I don't care. But she had a really nice life until I took it away from her with my journalism. That's what I do. I expose bad people.
His whole message and his whole sort of
body of work has been to call out police corruption and misuse of state power. This was part of that. From the very beginning, he alleged that Trooper Proctor's investigation of this case was corrupt.
Let's go back to Cardinal.
Sure.
Cardinal, those activists have personal stake in it.
No, the activist, only one of the activists even lived in Louisiana. The other did not. They did not have a personal stake in the outcome, and the SJC's decision did not turn on whether they had a personal stake in the outcome. The SJC's decision broadly says and clarifies Fuscolo in case of anybody trying to overread it, that people who petition on their own as citizens about issues that they care about are protected by the anti-SLAPP statute. That is what the petitioners in Cardinal did. They wrote an article about the Deepwater Horizon pollution scandal in the context of a pending judicial case in order to, these are the SJC's words, increase the amount and tenor of coverage about that issue in the public sphere. That is what Aidan Kearney did here. He is fully protected by the Cardinal case. Fuscolo and Coburn have to do with people who are under contractual obligations that made it such that they couldn't be deemed to be petitioning on their own behalf. Coburn involved a person who was retained as an expert for the government. And Coburn turns on the fact that you can't be petitioning on your own behalf if you're working for the government and you're sued for your work on behalf of the government. The Fuscolo case involves a reporter who was contractually obligated with her employer to write objective news articles about public hearings in the North End and was not putting forth her own opinion or speaking out on her own as a citizen about the issues in the North End. It was not for the issues that she was sued about. Aidan Kearney has clearly been speaking out on his own about corruption for a long time.
Clearly.
This was part of that body of work. He is clearly protected by the Cardinal case.
And you want to briefly respond?
Yes, I would, Your Honor.
Dom,
two
suck
things.
on that.
First, we allege.
Like,
that-
notice there's no like further questioning. He's like it's like James Carville in Old School. We have no response. That was flawless. That was perfect. So there's nothing we could say to that.
Mr. Kearney was essentially in a business relationship with Ms. Reed in that
business
she was providing him,
relationship?
directly providing him material that he was then using to defame the plaintiffs.
That's a business relationship. Is she paying me money? No. Am I paying her money? No. Then it's not a business relationship, is it? It's a journalist and source relationship. That's it. It's an exposing corruption relationship.
That's number one. So
This guy doesn't know the case. I'm telling you right now. He might be a good attorney. He's obviously made a good living in Connecticut. I'm sure he's rich. I'm sure he's got a lot. I'm sure he's done fine work as an attorney before. That doesn't mean all the cases that he takes on are winners. He's not going to win everything. And he clearly does not know this case. He doesn't know it. He knows the basics. He knows what they've told him. But he doesn't. I know it better than him. I will, when I'm deposed, I will obviously be deposed in this lawsuit since I'm being sued. I'm really good at depositions. And I'm going to have fun with him. And I'm going to, because I know this shit. Do it. Bring it on. Bring on the fucking encyclopedia of the Karen Reed case. Sir, try to depose me. You're new here. Chris Maddie, you're new. Bring it on.
Working directly together. This was not Mr. Kearney acting on his own on an independent mission. This was Mr. Kearney and Ms. Reed, as we've alleged, in a conspiracy to defame the plaintiffs. Number two, what we think is crucial about Cardinal's finding is that the court commented that the petitioners in that case were involved in an effort to directly petition the government. Yes, the conduct at issue involved 4 paragraphs in a magazine article, but they had previously directly engaged with federal agencies responsible for environmental protection and the like. What Mr. Kearney is now trying to do is convert whatever history he may have had, in his words, of exposing corruption or going after the police, and making that what he was doing here, when what he is alleged to have done here is not criticize the DA's office, criticize the police department, but very directly.
I haven't criticized the DA's office or the police department. He doesn't know the case. Bro, I have like hundreds of tapes of me doing that. I held protests outside of what are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Morrissey was in Ratchet Madness.
Accused private citizens of murder. And so that is, I think, it never happened.
I was criticizing the DA for not arresting your clients.
Petition the government directly as the activists did.
The balls on these people.
So we see Cardinal as standing for the important proposition here that anti-SLAPP protected activity has to be tethered in some way to an effort to directly seek redress from the government or indirectly seek redress from the government. Here.
Yes. It's me telling the government to arrest the bad guys. What are you talking about?
Mr. Kearney has not argued in any way that his false accusations against our clients that they had committed murder was a message that he conveyed to the government, that he intended to be conveyed to the government.
What are you talking about that? What that I didn't convey to the government? I held protests outside of the Canton Police Department. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It gets more ridiculous.
That he had any mechanism for reporting to the government, and on the one occasion where he actually was given an opportunity to directly
I love
petition
this one.
the government on the issues, he declined by invoking his rights under the Fifth Amendment because he believed, rightly so, that response.
I can't believe this, that they think that that's like some sort of gotcha, that, oh, he declined to petition the government when he wouldn't testify in court. I was never called, and they were never going to call me. They were never going to call me as a witness, ever. Hank Brennan was only putting me on his list so that I couldn't do my show. It was a ploy. It was a trick. Obviously, Hank Brennan's not calling me. I wasn't there that night. What are you talking about? He just didn't want me to cover the trial. And so I'm like, okay, well, two could play that game. Here you go. Fifth Amendment, motherfucker. If, let me be very clear. If Hank Brennan had said, we will exempt you from the sequestration order and allow you to do your show if you testify, I would have said, okay, I would have done it. I would have not invoked my Fifth Amendment privilege. I only did that because they did this trick. That's the only reason I did that. I'm like, okay, two can play that game. You want to put me on your stupid list that you're not going to call me for? Fifth Amendment, motherfucker. That's what happened. They were never, and now they're like, see, you don't want to testify. Bitch, you don't want me to testify. I wish a motherfucker would. If Hank Brennan had offered me, and we talked to him about this, you're gonna take away the sequestration order? Peggy O'Keefe, Paul O'Keefe are not on the sequestration order. I want the same treatment. Can you give it to me? No, then go fuck yourself. What the fuck am I going to do you a favor for, bitch?
To inquiries in connection with any sort of petition would expose himself to criminal culpability. So that's why we think Cardinal is important here.
So is the relevance of his invocation of the Fifth that he did not avail himself of the opportunity?
Correct. I think one of the things that the court is going to be asked to consider is whether there are objective indicia. This is from Blakesley. Objective indicia of the plaintiff's intent to reach a governmental body in his petitioning activity. And one fact that I think is important here is that of all the activity he engaged in, all of which was, in our view, non-petitioning and not intended to reach the government, designed to reach the government, when he had an opportunity to petition the government, he declined to do so. And we think that's an important objective indication that his intent was not to reach the government. In fact, his intent was to attack and defame private citizens.
So, what do you say the relevance of the Fifth Amendment?
There is no relevance to the invocation of the Fifth Amendment because
there is no relevance
for his statements that he made well outside of the courtroom. Those statements were petitioned. The suggestion that Mr. Kearney did not intend for his message about Karen Reed's innocence and the plaintiff's guilt to reach the government is belied once again by the allegations of the amended complaint. They admit that Mr. Kearney was responsible for the hundreds of people who showed up at the desk every day during that trial to protest. Who were they protesting? They were protesting the prosecution of Karen Reed. Who was prosecuting Karen Reed? The government. What Mr. Kearney is clearly the leader of the national Free Karen Reed movement.
Ooh.
And what do the words Free Karen Reed mean? What do they signify other than a demand, a petition that the government do something or stop doing something? That's what he did. Obviously, his words we reached the government. You have in the record early on in some of his Canton cover-up stories, a directive to his readers: email Michael Morrissey at.
He's not even looking at the paperwork. He's not even looking at anything, man. He's not. He's just ready to fucking go. Ready. He knows this shit inside and out.
Morrissey at state.ma.us. That's in one of the very first Canton cover-up articles. He says repeatedly that our presence protesting and doing standouts is intended to let the government know that we are watching and that we will not let an innocent person be railroaded. The anti-SLAPP statute doesn't extend just to speaking in court or petitioning the government directly as in filing a police report. It extends, and I know Your Honor knows this, to statements that are reasonably likely to enlist public participation in an ongoing judicial case. I would submit that Aidan Kearney successfully enlisted the greatest degree of public participation in a judicial proceeding in the history of this Commonwealth.
Oh, you like that one there? How'd that work out for you, Maddie? How'd that one work out, pal? That one backfired a little bit, didn't it?
Doing on his own behalf for this reading. It suggests that the claims against him, can't show the claims against him are based solely on petitioning activity. They point to Judge Kraft's finding of an intent to influence and pressure witnesses.
It's just like, Yeah, why didn't I just petition the government silently yourself? That's what they wanted me to do. What? Because then no one would listen. What? Like, what am I supposed to do? He makes the argument that I didn't go into the police station and file a report. Like, how the fuck was that going to work? Yeah, I'm going to petition the government right now. I'm calling the Canton police. I'm going to petition the government right now. Don't tell me not to call. We're going to make a... We're just to see what they say. I'm going to petition the government right now. I'm calling the Canton police. Hey, Connecticut? That's Canton, Connecticut. Canton, Mass. I'm going to petition the government right now. See what happens. He wants me to do it, so I'm going to do it right now. They want me to petition the government. You're going to petition the government right now. See what they say. Is there static? Yeah, I'd like to report a crime, please.
Sure, we can come out to you, or if you want to come to the station, we can take a report.
No, it's about the murder of John O'Keefe.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think he was killed inside Brian Albert's house, and so I think you guys should investigate them. Well, I'm just petitioning the government. So I want you guys to, because his phone went up and down 3 flights of stairs, so he was inside the house. And there was no body on the lawn there when the plow driver drove by. And Ryan Nagel said that he wasn't in the car, and so did Ricky D'Antano and Heather Maxon. So have you guys questioned them about that? Well, maybe you should. Yeah. Because John was a police officer. He was killed.
Is there anything else I can do to help you?
No. Can I get a copy of this report? I need it for my lawsuit.
Yeah, you can go to CantonPolice.com. You can request any.
This you're going to take a report for this?
We don't take reports.
Oh, one more thing. There was a Ford Edge parked there at 3 o'clock in the morning too, and then you guys should find out who's driving that. Yes. So this is me petitioning the government. Thank you. You guys are going to look into that?
Say that again.
Are you guys going to look into that?
If you want to file a report, we can absolutely file a report. But we don't take reports on the phone.
Okay, so if I come into there, you guys will investigate Jennifer McKee for Googling how long did Diane cold at 227?
I don't know. Maybe take a report. I don't know.
You might take a report. Okay. Can I take a report?
All right.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a report. Thanks. I'm reporting this. Right. Okay, that's going in my report. Okay. So there you go, Chris Maddie. There, I petitioned the government. That's me petitioning the government. They're like, why didn't you petition the government? Well, what the fuck are they going to do? They're retarded. If the government is retarded, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to waste my time with these people? And every time I call them, they call it witness intimidation. I try petitioning Yuri Buchanan. I got indicted for it. I ask him, why aren't you looking into the Ford Edge, sir? Like, there was a Ford Edge parked out. That's Officer Pasquarelli. He's one of the guys that busted up the, I've dealt with him before, young guy. He's one of the guys that busted up the Canton 9. So it's like, anyway, it's like, that's me petitioning the government. That's what he wants me to do. They want me to go, and you don't have to say live to tape because they're recording it. And so in a two-party consent state, if one of the other parties is recording, you don't have to alert. You're free to record without, you don't have to tell them because they already know it's being recorded. Therefore, it's no longer secret. So there you go, Chris Maddie. That's me petitioning the government. And that's why I didn't waste my time. You wanted me to call the Canton police and do that? So that guy, like, what's he going to do? What are they going to call him? Oh, really? Well, they're going to take that down. So do you live in Canton? No. Were you there that night? No. But I think that John O'Keefe was killed inside Brian Albert's house. So go arrest them. What this is the most retarded shit I've ever heard. So I just did what Chris Maddie told me to do. And that's call the Canton Police Department, petition them. And you heard what he said. So, blog that. Okay. And so this goes on to a second one. Before we do that, I got to take a leak real quick. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Watch Jill. Well, that's what we do now. We watch Jill. Filming for our own protection here.
Oh boy.
Oh, look who it is. Look
You are
who she
a
is.
fucking prick.
Here she is.
You know what? I'm so sick of your shit.
Oh, she stole my phone.
Oh my god. Wow. Enough is enough. You are a prick. No, how's your kids? How's your kids? They must be so proud of their dad.
That's assault, Joe.
Give him his phone.
Give him his phone back.
Fuck off, Big Bird.
Give him his phone back.
I'm going to need my phone back, Joe.
You look fatter than me.
I'm going to need my phone back.
Nobody cares.
I have the money.
Give him his phone. Just hand it over.
Where's your top lip? Where's your top lip? And I'm sorry, didn't you go loopy? Didn't you go crazy? Give him his fuck up! No one else.
Give him his phone. Give him his phone. You have his property. That's enough. Give him his phone.
Go ahead and touch it.
Give him his phone.
Give my phone back, Joe. Don't do it.
You can't steal his phone. Are you kidding me? There you go.
Okay.
Holy shit. Is
Okay,
that really just
so
happened? Is this real life?
You are a loser. Piece of shit. I have wrinkles. I don't care, but guess what? I have a good heart. You are a prick. You're going to jail. And I
How
can
have the
only,
police
and
not
guess
come
what? You're
yet?
going to be without a boyfriend because this prick is going to jail.
I mean, I'll be with my boyfriend longer than you will. You're just gonna die.
Okay, don't even worry about it. She's not worried.
You are, I'm so psycho.
Just let her talk. Just let her talk.
You're the one yelling right now.
Just let her talk.
You're the one yelling right
Just
now.
let her talk.
Guess
Don't
what?
even
He's
talk
cheating
back.
on
Don't
you.
even talk back.
He's
Don't even
cheating on
talk
you.
back.
What the fuck are you
Don't even
taping?
talk back. Who are you yelling at?
Who are you? Like, look at you. How many times you got punched in the nose? What are your teeth? You make fun of my teeth? Yours are chicklets.
Mostly your skin. Okay.
My skin, I have wrinkles. I don't care. Guess what? I stick up for my family. How many siblings do you have? Has anyone stuck up for you? No, they don't like you. They don't like you.
You say so.
You guys can all tame me.
I'm a little sore today too, I gotta say, because I started working out again. I haven't worked out in a while, and I'm like, you know what? It's time to get back into working out, and I'm doing my push-ups. I need to get jacked again. I do. I'm getting older, and it's starting, So I'm a little bit sore. I might be touching my chest and my arms a little bit.
Okay. Anyway, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So that I petitioned the government. So let's try to find here the rest of this. Hold on. Turtleboy hearing. Let's see. Doing the whole thing. I know there's a lot of coverage of it. Would it be on? Turtleboy. July. What was the date for July 14th? Oh, here we go. No, that's not. We don't want that one. Law and crime. Where'd it go? Hold on, we got to find this. The trial, the trial channel, of course. Trial channel has everything. Trial channel, okay. How come you trial channel doesn't come up when you search, keyword search on YouTube for Turtleboy hearing? Why don't they come up first? Give the trial channel a sub, by the way. Do it. Okay. July 14th. Here we go.
Yes.
It suggests that
alleged in a conspiracy to defame the plaintiffs. Number two, what we think is crucial about Cardinal's finding is that when he had an opportunity,
statutory definition of petitioning under the anti-SLAPP statute, and the question of motive is not to be considered. And that, not to get off the topic of your Honor's question, but the witness intimidation rulings by those two judges do not.
Let's talk about whether Mr. Kearney was doing it on his own behalf or his reading.
Yes.
It suggests that the claims against him, you can't show the claims against him are based solely on petitioning activity. And they point to Judge Krupp's finding of an intent to influence and pressure the witnesses, as well as to Judge Doolin's finding that Mr. Kearney's purpose was to interfere, obstruct, and a few other words. So what do you say to that?
Those rulings are not helpful on this motion in the court's text because they turn, as you just said.
So those rulings, like the Judge Krupp like said mean things about me in November of 2023, and they're using it against me. But that's all related to witness intimidation. That has nothing to do with whether or not he never said anything that's defamatory. So like none of that matters. It's completely irrelevant.
On the question of intent. And the anti-SLAPP law provides that the motive behind protected petitioning activity is not to be considered at the first stage of the analysis, which is where we are. That's been the law ever since the Office 1 versus Lopez case, not before, back in 2001. And the witness intimidation charges relate to conduct that is only partly part of this case. The witness intimidation rulings by those two judges do not analyze whether Aidan Kearney's statements meet the statutory definition of petitioning under the anti-SLAPP statute. Instead, all those decisions say is that there's probable cause to believe that he may have, on the right proof, committed certain crimes that turn on subjective intent, and that is not helpful in the current motion. The current motion looks at statements. The question is whether the statements for which he has been sued meet the statutory definition of petitioning under the anti-SLAPP statute, and the question of motive is not to be considered. And that, not to get off the topic of your Honor's question, but the commercial motive that we get to that. Okay.
So Attorney Manning, how did Judge Doolin and Judge Krupp's statements are relevant?
so Your Honor, Judge Doolin and Judge Krupp's findings that Mr. Kearney's activity was outside the protection of the First Amendment because it was activity that was intended to intimidate witnesses and harass witnesses is important because it provides you with some insight as to how other judicial officers considered whether or not that type of conduct was constitutionally protected and therefore likely to be petitioned.
Okay, it's bad. We're trying to dirty him up. We're bringing up shit that has nothing to do with defamation, but we're just trying to dirty him up with you, Your Honor.
In fact, what Mr. Kearney has done and what Ms. Reed has done by conspiring with him is pursued an unlawful campaign of harassment and intimidation.
Well,
and
that's
a tool that they used in connection with that campaign was defamation. And so this, I think, the findings of Judge Krupp and Judge Doolin really just point to a truism. And that truism is, in the history of the United States, there has never been a case that we can find in which the court ruled that one citizen may publicly accuse another of murder outside of any reporting to government and be immune from civil liability for it. There's no case. Mr. Pyle has not cited any case. It would be a radical expansion of anti-SLAPP protections for this court to find that. And that is highlighted by Judge Doolin's and Judge Krupp's conclusions that what Mr. Kearney was doing with respect to these witnesses, and again, I think it's important to separate what we've alleged in the complaint, which has to do with conduct directed towards these witnesses, versus other conduct he may have been involved in.
I know.
Relating to the DA or the investigation, or whatever it may have been. What we've alleged is, of course, the conduct directed at these witnesses. What Judge Krupp and Judge Doolin analyzed was the conduct he directed at these witnesses, and they found that there was no constitutional protection for it, which is exactly what we are saying in this case, that there was no constitutional protection for his defamatory and harassing conduct. The defamation here being in service of an effort not to petition the government, but an effort to intimidate and browbeat these witnesses into changing their testimony. And we make a specific allegation in the complaint in that regard, where Mr. Kearney says, this will all stop if you flip. He's not petitioning the government to get these witnesses to flip it. He's petitioning the witnesses themselves, and he's encouraging others to intimidate them in order to create that outcome for Ms. Reed.
How is that defamatory? He's like getting them mixed up. He wants to do he wants to do the witness intimidation thing so bad, but that's not what you're suing. You're not suing me for witness intimidation. You're suing me for defamation. Stick to it. Notice they want to avoid that as much as possible, because then if we talk about defamation, well, truth is the ultimate defense to defamation. And they don't want to talk about that. The less we talk about the facts of this case, the better. Yeah. And I didn't tell them exactly. I never once told them to flip. Tell the truth. If that's flipping, then you're lying right now, right? Just tell the truth. Everyone should tell the truth. Julie Nagel's story about a black blob makes no sense. She should tell the truth. That doesn't mean flip. That just means tell the truth. Just tell the truth. What's wrong with that?
So, Attorney Bond, along that issue, it would appear that your position is that the anti-SLAPP statute and the cases interpreting it preclude someone who has been publicly accused of murder by Mr. Kearney from prosecuting an action such as this.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I don't understand the question. Preclude?
Well, put it another way. How can publicly accusing someone of murder be petitioning activity?
Oh, easily.
Oh, easily. That's an easy one, Your Honor. Oh, how can publicly accusing someone of murder be petitioning activity? Well, here's how.
It depends on the context in which the statement is made. And I will have to say regretfully that the plaintiffs have broadly overstated the law about this. They say on page 20 of their brief that the law is clear that accusation of criminal conduct is only petitioning if made to the police or other law enforcement agency. That's on page 20 of their brief. There has literally never been a Massachusetts case that has said that. They cite 4 cases in support of that assertion, but none of them say that. And, of course, reports to the police are petitioning. But that doesn't mean that reports that, a statement that the police are investigating the wrong person, who the police should be investigating are these plaintiffs, Brian Albert, Brian Higgins, Jennifer McCabe, Colin Albert. They should be investigating them. And the fact that they didn't even consider investigating them shows that this police department is corrupt. That's been Aidan Kearney's thesis throughout this entire time.
Yes.
In a footnote in their brief, I note that the plaintiffs concede that generally raising awareness about police corruption.
But now I wish I did go and like, okay, fine. Here's my police report with the Canton police. I gave it a shot. What'd you think? Like, I'm going to go and report to Michael Proctor that Karen Reed's innocent. Can you guys look into this for me? Can you file a report? That's the most retarded shit I've ever heard in my life. What the fuck are they going to do? I'm accusing them of covering this up. The state police. So what the I know they're not going to do anything. So that's why we're out here demanding and raising our voices. But like, okay, fine. They can ignore us, but they can't ignore all of us. They can't ignore all of us.
Is and can be protected petitioning activity, they say, but they draw this distinction. Accusing people of murder can't be petitioned. In this case, they are all part of the same ball of wax. Because the reason that Aidan Kearney believed that Trooper Proctor and the other investigators were corrupt was because they didn't even consider investigating the people at 34th Ferry on that night in question. Instead, they decided to protect, he said, a Boston police officer and other powerful people in Canton. The corruption is bound up inextricably with the allegation that plaintiffs were responsible for this murder and not Karen Reed. The North American Exposition Company case says that in deciding whether statements are petitioning, you must look at them in the context in which they were made. The context is extremely important. And to say in the abstract that you can never be petitioning to accuse somebody of murder ignores that line of cases. You must look at the context in which this all occurred. The pending judicial proceeding against Karen Reed, Mr. Kearney's campaign to try to ensure that those charges would be dropped and the plaintiffs would be charged instead. That is the context in which these statements were made.
Yes.
That is a context that contributes substantially to the finding that this was all petitioning.
Well, let's talk about context for a second, because many of Mr. Kearney's actions will be interpreted as seeking to make plaintiffs' lives miserable. In fact, he says something where he said somewhere,
that he wants to make the plaintiff's lives miserable. Yes. Because going to jail is miserable. Being prosecuted, arrested, having to pay all these lawyer fees is miserable. Yes, that's not the government coming after you is miserable. Okay, like what?
Never live a normal life. Plaintiffs cite Judge Salinger's decision in Clay Court versus Colton for the proposition that trying plaintiffs for punishment is not petitioning activity. What's your response to that?
The motive behind petitioning activity, once you establish that it constitutes petitioning activity, is irrelevant. And I would suggest, Your Honor, that it's helpful to look at these allegations on a count-by-count basis. That is what Bristol Asphalt instructs must be done. The defamation count.
You all did that in your submissions.
Well, I would respectfully say we did it better than they did. But on the defamation count, Your Honor mentioned earlier that reviewing the complaint is the first step in deciding what a claim is based on. That entire claim is set up at paragraph 156. In repeatedly publishing false statements asserting or reasonably understood to be asserting that the plaintiffs were responsible for the murder of O'Keefe and a cover-up of their purported role in the murder, Kearney published numerous defamatory statements. That is and then they list the harm and the fault and all sorts of other things that they say provide the foundation of the defamation claim. Absent from that is any allegation that he set out to make their lives miserable. Absent from that is any motive allegation, which isn't relevant in the anti-SLAPP context anyway. The statements that plaintiffs were responsible for the murder were part and parcel of his petitioning about the corruption of the case and everything else. That is what the defamation count is based on. And clear, we say all the counts are based solely on petition. But plainly, we say right there in paragraph 156 that that's the foundation of the defamation complaint. So anything else about notions of motives to make their lives miserable or that kind of conduct isn't relevant to that defamation, which is the central count in this case.
Right.
I do. I have several responses.
Notice he just every time he's just got a whole thing and just like, you want to respond? He never quizzes him. He never gives him like that's how you know you're not doing well. It's like when they start giving you a hard time, he's just like, all right. What about you? What do you got to say to that, pal?
Right, Your Honor. In response to what Attorney Pyle was saying earlier, you asked him earlier, why would accusing a private citizen of murder be petitioning activity? And he said, oh, easily. And then he didn't cite a single case in which that has ever been found.
Right.
That accusations against another citizen, not funneled to the government, not a police report, not a tip to the FBI, not using an intermediary to inform law enforcement that somebody's committed a crime, just speaking it, that another citizen has committed murder falsely, as you have to presume in construing our complaint. He says easily that's petitioning activity, and yet nowhere in the history of the Republic, as far as we can tell, has any court ever concluded that. In fact, to the contrary, we cite cases where, as Attorney Pyle says, petitioning activity is found where citizens report criminal conduct to law enforcement. But in those same cases, and I would urge you to consider Bowman, which is a First Circuit Court of Appeals case, those same cases acknowledge that the reporting of criminal activity to law enforcement is petitioning activity, but the reporting of it to third parties is not. And in that case, the plaintiff was somebody who had been accused of sexual assault. The accuser had previously made a complaint to the FBI and another governmental agency. Subsequently, she informed people with whom that individual was doing business of the same complaints. And the First Circuit concluded that while the earlier reports to law enforcement may have been petitioning activity, the reports to third parties were not. And here's the kicker. The reports to the third parties were to staff of congressmen. And even there, the First Circuit held that that was not petitioning. And there are other cases that we cite in which.
Yeah, like the FBI literally has used my, the FBI was, I knew that they were reading my shit. They were using them in the grand jury, according to Plevin. According to the other side, they were using my articles. Like, what are you talking about, dude? The feds, man. The feds. I'm petitioning the feds. I knew the fucking local government wasn't doing shit. Did I talk to the feds? No. They didn't want to talk to me. But I knew they were reading. I knew they were following.
Wrongdoing is reported outside of governmental channels and not given petitioning protection. I want to talk about Attorney Pyle's comment about context, that it's important to consider context. They cite North American expositions for that principle. We cite it as well. The context that the court was considering in North American expositions wasn't the political climate. It wasn't the overall course of conduct. It wasn't some atmospheric assessment of what was going on in the world. It was the context of the forum in which the statement was made. And there, the forum in which the statement was made was to the South Boston Community Foundation, which was created by the legislature, placed in the executive branch, and responsible for distributing public funds. And that was the context that North American expositions, which they cite, concluded was an appropriate forum in which petitioning activity occurs. Here, what they are encouraging you to do is say, Judge, consider the gestalt of what Mr. Kearney was involved in. Consider that he was in, as a general matter, using his YouTube page and his for-profit entity to talk about issues. That's the context in which you should find that his accusations against private citizens of murder were petitioned. No, that's not what the cases say. The cases say, the North American expositions in particular says, that when considering context, it is the forum in which the statements are being made. And I think that that's a crucial distinction. I do want to say one other thing in response to Attorney Pyle.
Okay, let's hear it.
I can wait as well. I know you came out asking questions, and I don't know whether just at some point you want to, whether we should make more expansive remarks, but I'm happy also if you have something that you'd like to key in on. I wasn't quite, now I lost my train of thought. I think it had to do with intent and motive. It is absolutely true that the court should not consider Mr. Kearney's motive.
Right.
And yet, Mr. Kearney in his memorandum spends pages and pages and pages telling you that he was motivated by a sense of justice, that he was motivated to shed a spotlight on this criminal justice proceeding, that his motive was to spur others to action.
Right.
None of that matters. Even if true, it doesn't matter. What matters is what he did and whether there is objective indicia of his intent. So his self-professed motives here, and the same with Mrs. Reed, don't matter. What matters is whether the record with respect to the statements he made to our clients presents objective indicia as to whether what he was doing was intended to reach the government. And here, what we say is that the objective indicia, the fact that he never actually reached out to the government, the fact that he declined an opportunity to do so, the fact that he encouraged his audience to use coded language to defame the plaintiffs. Coded language, meaning language that by its very nature would obscure the government from knowing what he was doing. The fact that he engaged
the government, no, idiot. I'm not trying, like he's conflating two things. The coded language thing is new. We just did that in response to your stupid lawsuit. So I'm not doing that to hide shit from the government. I'm mocking you. And he knows this. This is why he didn't say what the coded language was. Listen to what he just said. He's such a
In private, his audience to use coded language to defame the plaintiffs. Coded language, meaning language that by its very nature would obscure the government from knowing what he was doing.
Would obscure the government from knowing what he's doing. Oh my God. First of all, if I announce the coded language on my show, then I'm not obscuring anything. You cracked the coded language. He cracked it. I also announced what the coded language was on the show. It's a joke. I was mocking you and seeing if you'd be too stupid to use this in your filing. And this is why this guy's a snake, is that he knows that what I'm saying is I'm mocking him. He knows that. But he's like, well, he said coded, so I'm going to run with that and make it sound worse than it is and act like he's hiding something from the government. I'm not hiding anything from the government. Everybody knows what I announced, what I meant by that. We're mocking you. We're seeing just how many words you think you can ban in the English language. Exactly. It ain't that deep, bruh. It's not that deep. Chris Matty's gay. Just saying. Chris Matty's gay. Just saying.
The fact that he engaged in private confrontations suggests that there's an objective indicia that he was not looking to reach the government. That's what.
There were no private confrontations. Everything I did was on my YouTube channel, which has 163,000 subscribers. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Do it now.
Matters not his after the fact self-comparison to Oliver Wendell Holmes. What matters is
You
the
like
objective
that,
indicia in the record as to what.
And Martin Luther King.
So don't worry, we'll get to it. So let's talk for a moment about public participation. When I read your filings, I just get the sense that there's a little bit of overreach. And it's supposed to go to any statement reasonably likely to encourage consideration or review of the issue. The language goes on. But how is posting to social media or encouraging people to participate in a Roman rally at plaintiff's homes the type of public participation contemplated by the statute?
Great question. So he's like, how he doesn't understand social media. Bob Motta had a great thing on this the other day, just about like the power of social media in getting people to participate in petitioning the government, right? It's the forum this happens in now. And I understand that. And I get that. And I mobilize that. Right. And that's why there were crowds out there, because of social media. Without social media, I couldn't do what I do. Without YouTube, without Twitter, without Facebook, I couldn't organize these crowds. I mean, what would I do? How would I get the word out? I would have no way to do it. That's why I did all this. That's why I filmed all this. And he's just like, well, how is this petitioning?
There have been a number of anti-SLAPP cases that have turned on use of social media to inform and mobilize other people. I had the very first one. It involved the plan to.
I had the first one.
The Plainridge Casino, the Superior Court there held for the first time that posting on Facebook is protected by the anti-SLAPP statute. Posting on social media is the way today in which people connect with each other. Aidan Kearney has done that to great success in getting people involved in these issues. Indeed, posting on social media and posting on the internet generally, I would point out, is what led your affiants Rita Lombardi and Paul Cristofaro to do things that are clearly public petition.
If you read Paul Cristofaro and Rita Lombardi's affidavits, they specifically cite me as, because of my use of social media. That's how they found me, with social media. That's how they found about the case. And then when they saw what I was saying on social media, when they saw the facts that I was putting down, they were inspired to petition the government. Boom. There you go. There's your nexus.
Canton Town Meeting, going to the State House. Mr. Kearney, by the way, this suggestion has been made, Mr. Kearney never petitioned the government on his own, but they have alleged in their amended complaint that he was there protesting at the Devon Courthouse. He was also up at the State House protesting to get the Attorney General involved and all.
Exactly. And by the way, I'm Paul Revere, motherfucker. That's what I am. That's what I am. I'm out here alerting the townsfolk like Paul Revere did. I don't need a horse, though. I got the internet. I got a Wi-Fi connection. I'm good.
He decided that his words, his direct police report from Aidan Kearney to the Canton police wouldn't have done anything. He wasn't a witness to this murder. He reasonably the facts would show.
We'll find out. Officer Pasquarelli took a call from me today. He took a call.
Thousands of people to protest against this unjust prosecution would be a way potentially to get the charges dismissed as he believed they should have been, by putting pressure on elected officials to do so.
That is poor protecting people to participate in a rolling rally?
The rolling rally, Your Honor, is very much participation and likely to lead to further public participation. That was a caravan of cars that started in a supermarket parking lot, went to various people's houses, didn't stay for too long, ended up with a protest in front of the Canton Police Department.
Yes.
That is, I recognize that he's been indicted for that conduct, but nobody was, it was a peaceful protest in cars. And Mr. Kearney is vigorously fighting, of course, the criminal prosecution for witness intimidation that arises out of that rolling rally. It was also heavily promoted online, such that people who weren't there could see, look, there's lots of other people who believe so strongly in this cause. They're going to go out on a sunny day and participate in a public event. That is also reasonably likely to enlist further public participation by.
Well, let's see what happens. So what happened at the rolling rally? Let's go see. I think I could have sworn. I got this somewhere here. Hold on. Let me find it. I got a thing here. So
Washington.
Did you know that at my grand jury, so they indicted me for this rolling rally thing? They didn't play anything. They imagine this is fucking how insane this is when you think about it. Is that I video recorded the entire thing. I mean, imagine somebody robbed a bank and they recorded the whole thing. And then they presented the case to the grand jury and they didn't show the video. Like, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? That every person who testified about what happened at the rolling rally just did it with their recollection. They didn't play any tape from it. Bro, I taped it all. What good fortune you had. Listen to and talking about I didn't petition the government. Well, explain this quote. What do I say here? Let's see. At the 206, let's see what I say here.
Don't look happy all the time. We should really be supervised, but you're not doing that because you're hiding, because you don't want to be confronted and you don't want to ask questions. And what kind of police officers are that? Come on out. Come on. Stop hiding. It's time for someone to tell the truth. It's time for justice for John O'Keefe and Karen Reed. And it's time to arrest the people who killed them.
I'm literally outside. This is the rolling rally. I am literally outside the Canton Police Department telling the police it's time to what? What is it time to do, Turtleboy?
So, time for justice for John O'Keefe and Karen Reed. And it's time to arrest the people who killed them.
It's time to arrest the people who killed John O'Keefe. I'm on a megaphone outside the police department, directing my comments to the police, telling them to arrest the people who killed John O'Keefe. If that's not petitioning the government, then what is? What is? Like what do I say? I talked to Helena Rafferty too. Listen to this.
So it's time. We're getting here, man. So I just want them to know, if they're watching, like, this is not just some online bullshit. No. This is real life. These are people in the flesh.
So he's like, well, it's not. Like, that answers Judge Gilday's question. It's not just online bullshit. It's real people in the flesh protesting.
Who are disgusted by what your police department has done. And I mean, the fact that I haven't even seen a Canton cop all day means you're hiding. You know it. You can't even face us. There should really be a cop here making sure nothing goes wrong. There's a lot of freaking people going through your town. We're causing a lot of traffic. You know, the neighbors don't look happy all the time. We should really be supervised, but you're not doing that because you're hiding.
You're hiding. Oh, the police are hiding. So I want the police to do something. Oh. I mean, I have so many examples here. I mean, I went to Tom Kelleher's house. Tom Kelleher is a Canton cop, right? How about this? This quote. Maybe this answers the judge's question. This part right.
Okay, very nice of you.
Does this exceed your expectations of how many people were going to show
Oh,
up?
yeah. I thought there would be like 50. Like I was going to guess like 50.
Yeah.
But holy shit. Holy shit. I got it. There's a lot of freaking people. There's 2,000 people watching like the whole freaking time.
Oh, 2,000.
And we're going to end at the Canton Police Department.
Oh, so there's 2,000 people watching. So that's why I'm doing. There's 2,000 live people watching this, and I'm trying to raise awareness about what's going on because I demand to do something. So it's not just the people who are there; it's also the people who are watching at home. Right? It's also trying to get people fired up about this. You know. Well, I see something else here. There's another good quote. How about this one? My intent. What was my intent to doing this?
Picked up her car right here, which only proves that she was on her way. So she would have, they would have come down this way where we're going now. And they would have taken a left on Dedham Street up here. I know this freaking town too well by now. Like I know my way around Canton, like the back of my hand. Like I can tell you where all these people live in town, and we're going to visit their homes today. We're going to visit some new homes today that we haven't been to. And some people might say that this is, you know, you shouldn't be going to people's homes. Again, we're going to be respectful of. We're not going to trespass. We're not going to step on their property. But we will peacefully protest outside of their homes. Because you don't, like, I'm a award-winning journalist. I can come to your home and ask you questions. Like that's what the media does.
Yeah.
And if you are home, I do have some questions. Now, the thing about this was you have to announce that you're doing it. And there's Dedham Street, by the way. That's where they went down to get there. But you got to let them know. So it gives them time to get the hell out of Dodge, which is fine.
So it gave them advance notice. And if they feel unsafe and don't want to be around for the rolling rally, they're free to leave. Oh, okay. Like what? It's just so insane. It just, all right, back to this.
Others in this cause. So it is part and parcel of the petitioning activity in the case, and it meets the statutory definitions. Also, he's been sued, once again, for statements accusing plaintiffs of murder, statements that were made in connection with the ongoing criminal case. There's not just one element of the anti-SLAPP definition we're relying on. We're also relying on the statements that released during the entire time of the Karen Reed prosecution. These statements were made in connection with a pending judicial proceeding and were intended to reach the government directly or indirectly.
But let me turn to a few questions relative to the Reed motions. First of all, whenever you start arguing, I don't need to have the party spend any time with 12B6 part. I can review the four corners of the complaint or the other complaints, whatever complaint I determine is the author of the complaint, and I'll consider your written submissions. But let me start with the plaintiffs. Would you not have responded to the issue raised in the June 23rd amended motion to dismiss?
I don't want to get into the Karen stuff with her lawyer. It was, I think the reviews are not good from brother counsel, from, Bob Mata. He didn't address the amended complaint. That was a big thing. And I thought the worst fuck up, we got to call balls and strikes there. It was cringe when I heard the part when he asked him, he said, why did you say the word allegedly? I mean, I'll see. Hold on. He's searching the transcript, right? So show transcript. Alleged.
Yes, sir.
And you address that in a reply. First of all, your reply uses the word allegedly in describing Ms. Reed's words. Do you not concede that she said those things?
Well, the alleged is behind what the purpose.
So he writes the word allegedly in there. He's like, that she allegedly said these words, and he's like, but they're quotes from the documentary.
It says her alleged words. That's what your reply says.
Your Honor, I haven't seen the documentary, so I am responding and advocating for my client. It's arguing.
Pardon? I didn't watch the documentary. That is not what. Oh my God. Oh, I haven't talked to Karen Reed in a long time, but I guess she was going nuts when he heard that. I have no idea who's paying for Karen Reed. I'm having trouble financing this myself, and I have like revenue coming in a lot every day. I raise money. I do fundraisers. I don't know how the fuck Karen Reed's paying for this shit. I have no idea. She raised 70 grand. That would last me 10 minutes. Like that would not last me very long at all. So I have no idea how this shit's going. I have no idea who's paying Damon Seligson and Aaron Rosenberg. I have no idea. I have no idea who's paying Alan Jackson, but he ain't cheap. You know, you're paying $400 a night for a hotel room every time he comes in. You're paying a flyman, and they're not raising any money. So I'm a little confused how she's paying for this. I have no idea. And I don't know if insurance is paying for all this, and it's just this is what you get. I don't fucking know. But to me, you can't go in here and I'm just calling balls and strikes. You can't say I didn't watch the documentary, because that's what they're suing you for, is the documentary. And, you know, this is why working together is beneficial for everyone. But more her. I mean, quite frankly, it's like, I'll be fine on my own. I don't need Karen Reed. Do I think we're stronger together? Definitely. Definitely. But like, I would love nothing more than for Jeff Pyle and Aaron Rosenberg and Mark Betterow and Damon Seligson to collaborate, you know, and talk about this stuff and come up, brainstorm and whatever. But, you know, or this could happen. I don't know. It's like, okay.
So I'm not going to admit that that's what she said until I've seen it. So for the purposes of argument, I must have used the word allegedly. But the arguments are that that is petitioning activity.
Let's take a look at paragraph 33
of the complaint.
And that's where the plaintiff's alleged Ms. Reed was the source of a blog post. And she says Jen McKay is the mastermind of the cover-up, and Colin Albert had motive to kill Mr. O'Keefe. And I use that particular paragraph just as an example. My broader question is, how are Ms. Reed's statements to Mr. Kearney not things in court filings, but her statements accusing plaintiffs of her petitioning activity?
How are they petitioning activity? Because they used a third-party defense culprit in court, Your Honor. Like what?
We'll put another way.
Somebody else or others work.
And because they were sharing information with the feds. They were in constant communication with the United States Attorney's Office, which is the government.
Connection with that judicial proceeding, that's the protected petitioning activity. The complaint rests solely on that type of language. It's also.
Anyway, I'm going to skip.
And Mr. Kearney equally has a innocent people of murder. Perhaps I can convince the O'Keefe family to drop their case against me. Now, the O'Keefe family isn't a governmental body. They're a private lady. That's not petitioning activity. And Mr. Kearney equally has a lame excuse for his post-verdict statements where he says, well, there's the statute of limitations for murder still exists. I can spout accusations of murder into the void.
That's lame.
And there's some plausible, some governmental entity will pick that up and then prosecute these innocent people for murder. That is simply not plausible.
Why?
It's not reasonable. It's an
Why is that not reasonable? What are you talking about? There's a new district attorney who's about to be elected. What are you talking about? Like, he's running on a platform, several of them, of reopening the O'Keefe thing. What are you talking about? The FBI still exists, do they not? What are you talking about?
the fact justification that has no support in any of the case law. Go ahead.
Your Honor, the statements are still in connection with the judicial proceeding.
Okay. Attorney Pyle, I guess the characterization will excuse my warrant.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I'll note that the argument that was just made, that post-verdict statements can't be petitioning, was not connected to any element of the definition of petitioning in the anti-SLAPP statute. So I'll read one. Any statement reasonably likely would encourage consideration or review of an issue by an executive body. The Norfolk DA's office still exists. Karen Reed is not guilty. If Karen Reed's not guilty, somebody else is guilty. Aidan Kearney fervently believes that the plaintiffs are guilty. It is still possible for them to be charged. In fact, one of the allegedly defamatory statements that they identify in this case is a TV interview that he did,
Yes.
not one of his YouTube videos, but a stand-up TV interview right after the verdict. And Aidan Kearney said, "I would hope now that Karen Reed has been found not guilty, we can all unite and demand that the Alberts and the McCabe's be charged with the killing of John O'Keefe because they're the ones who did it." That is a demand on the government to bring charges.
Oh, I'm so fucking ready. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's do this, baby. I mean, it's just like, remember I came out in the courts that I gave that interview to NBC 10. It's just like, let's fuck. Yeah, that was the first thing I said when I got out of court. She's a crib. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's go get the people who killed John. Time to go get the people. Like, oh, we should all be united and do that. He gets the case. Exactly. He gets it, bro. He gets it. He understands this shit. This is simple.
It is a statement also that is reasonably likely to bring about further public participation to demand that charges now be brought against the real killers. That is petition.
Okay, Thompson, didn't give you a chance to argue your motions. What would you like to add?
Your Honor, what I'd like to add is, without regurgitating what we've already said about stage one of the Bristol asphalt framework, the sole crux of the complaint, the amended complaint, this lawsuit against my client, is solely based on statements that are petitioning activity, protected and immunizing her under the anti-SLAPP statute. The second prong of the framework requires the burden to shift back to the plaintiffs to show that the statements are devoid of any factual support or any legal basis. We have put forward enough evidence. You referenced the affidavit and the transcript attached to my declaration affidavit. That's in there, and they cited to in our brief. But the facts that established at stage two of the framework, most importantly,
okay, last thing.
And there is no case to suggest that that sort of accusation against a private citizen, untethered to any effort to report to the government, is petitioning. None. And so the question I think that this case presents is whether or not this court is going to radically expand anti-SLAPP protections to include what historically has been considered defamation per se, and shut the courthouse doors to people like my clients who come here seeking and invoking the court's protection to press their claims, or whether they will have no civil recourse, not just them, but any resident of Massachusetts who is falsely accused of a crime by another citizen untethered to any petitioning activity, whether they will have civil remedies or not. And to me, the case law that we cite in our brief makes it clear that the narrow purpose for the anti-SLAPP statute was enacted certainly does not extend to what historically has always been understood to be defamation per se, the worst type of defamation, the accusation of one citizen of another, a false accusation that they've committed a heinous crime of murder when that has not been tethered to any report, any petition, anything with respect to government.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Anything else?
No, Your Honor, stand by my
Very clear.
Yes, Your Honor. The suggestion is repeatedly made that accusations of murder against private people are not protected by the platform. That's not the fault. And Mr. Matty just said that those statements can't be protected by the very narrow purposes for which the anti-SLAPP statute was enacted. The Supreme Judicial Court in the Duracrash case noted that the language of the anti-SLAPP statute is in fact very broad. It broadly protects petitioning activity, yes, even when it results in the dismissal of an otherwise meritorious defamation claim. It has long been the law, at least since McDonald versus Taint, which we cited in our brief, that anti-SLAPP applies to defamation claims. It doesn't matter if it's defamation per se, which is one of the old common law characterizations of defamation, the commission of a crime, loathsome disease, or whether it's defamation for plot. It applies to defamation cases. These plaintiffs' defamation claim is based solely on Mr. Kearney's accusations that they committed murder, and those accusations were inextricably bound up in his protests against the prosecution of Karen Reed and the failure of the government to investigate the plaintiffs. The notion that there's no reasonable factual support for Mr. Kearney's petitioning activity is laughable, given the extensive evidence that you've heard about at the trial and that our brief explains in great detail. Mr. Matty didn't say anything about the Ford Edge that Lucky Lawrence saw in front of 34 Fairview. There's no explanation for that. The notion that he cannot make these statements, comment on a pending criminal case.
Yeah, no, as soon as he said the Ford, you guys know how I feel about the Ford Edge. It's like my favorite thing is the Ford Edge. And it's like, as soon as he mentioned that, I'm like, oh, fucking yes, Ford Edge. Ford Edge. Why is he talking about the Ford Edge? Let's go.
In order to get people involved in this matter, it's simply not accurate. The anti-SLAPP statute provides very broad protections for petitioning activity, and it doesn't require that anybody report anything to the government. It extends to the statements that are made that are intended indirectly or directly to reach the government. That concludes my argument on the anti-SLAPP motion. I did want to raise one other housekeeping matter with Your Honor in order so that the record can be clear. Back at the Rule 16 conference, Your Honor asked the plaintiffs to file a thumb drive containing all of the allegedly defamatory videos. You have received such a thumb drive? Oh, I didn't know that because I didn't receive a copy. I'm glad that that thumb drive is now in the record. I know there was a thumb drive attached to the anti-SLAPP motion that may have contained a few of the videos. I'm not sure if they just
I don't think we've noted that we've seen that. No. Okay, all right. They sent it in. They sent a thumb drive in with the links and all that.
Containing every allegedly defamatory video in the case? Okay, thank you, Your Honor. That satisfies me on the issue. I would request a copy.
Happy to give you a copy. Your Honor, very briefly in response. The Durham case cited by counsel.
Cited by everyone. I cited it too, so.
Which I relied on in saying that the purposes of the anti-SLAPP statute are narrow, reads as follows. Section 59H is, quote, strong medicine, and used only in a limited context, requiring, quote, necessarily narrow and strict construction. That's what I was relying on when I made that observation to the court. And the last thing I'll say is, it is of course true that the anti-SLAPP statute applies to defamation. The point that we, and I think the point that counsel doesn't even dispute, is that where the defamation involves accusation of a private citizen of murder, and that accusation is not made to a law enforcement agency or the government, that it has never been given petitioning protection.
Okay. Thank you all for your arguments. That will be taken under advisement. Can I speak with all counsel at the side of the bench, please?
So yeah, I mean, I thought it went well. If we lose, we lose. But you know, he knows his shit, man. He knows his shit. If it fails, it fails. If it works, it works. You know, we'll see what happens. But anyway, sorry, I'm itchy. But let's read some turtle chat, shall we? See what we got there. All right, A-Rod sends $10, goes, Julie Albert is the, so yeah, we didn't get to any of those shits, huh? We ran out of time. There's always so much to talk about. It's fucking past midnight. We'll do those another time. We got to break down the trial channel shit with all the new interviews. I got to, and I want to watch them a little more thoroughly. Okay. So thank you for that. So it says here, yeah, A-Rod Rodriguez says Julie Albert is the most annoying fucking person in this entire case. Yup. She bombed on the interview. She did not go well. It did not go well for her. Okay. Okay, next. Garrett Jones sends $25. Goes, hey Melissa, it's called a vagina, not a clown car. Fit a lot in there. Anyway, Kim from Texas sends $25 and goes, glad you had a great vacay. Just wondering what airport would fly into for the golf tournament. My son plays, I mean, I guess Boston, but if I don't and I can budget, I'd love to come. Could he be paired with other single players? Yes, we do have single players. Yeah. We'd love some more deets. Absolutely, Kim. Boston would be the best airport to fly into, probably. So there we go. Thanks. Next. Tech No Gunny sends $5 and says, have you checked your email recently to see what I'm talking about? Search Turtleboy Kirsch on YouTube. Okay, I'll check that out after. Thanks. Turtle Rider sends $10 and goes, your new code instead of Turtleboy was right should be Hi Peter or Proof for Peter. The lawyer you know would probably laugh if he's mentioned in court. I know, that's so true. That's true. But he won't actually say what the code is. He won't actually say what the code is. You know, that's the problem. Because he didn't want to say Turtleboy was right in court because he looked like a fucking moron. Kay Bella sends $10, goes, Turtle, your attorney pile mopped the floor with everyone in the courtroom. I'm 100% Karen Reed, free Karen Reed, and I'm sure Seligson is a genius, but he always sounds unintelligent. Never more clear how stupid Dildo, Maddie, and the judge are than when Mr. Pyle took the stage. And also, Chris Maddie is gay. Yes, he is. He's very gay. Judy sends $10 and goes, love from Australia. You're the smartest guy in the room. Keep fighting. Thanks, Judy. Erica Madden sends $25, goes, the closing has been extended for now, but I've heard this is common in large property deals. We look forward to a closing date of August and hopefully a fundraiser for Turtleboy in September. That would be dope, Erica. Hold on. Let me read this one. My manager here. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Thanks. I apologize. Okay. Let's see. Josh Hill again sends $5. Goes, well, I don't think Maddie is gay. Kieran Murphy is the biggest faggot I have seen. Also an unethical attorney. Yeah, I'd say so too. Let's see. Bob Brown sends $10. Goes, Turtleboy, I had given up on lawyers in general. They talk too much while telling their clients to be silent. They make speeches to the judges and wonder why they get struck down. Many write well, but bore the judge with lots of minutia and bullshit. Then comes Jeffrey Pyle, smart as a whip, succinct with presenting the most critical arguments. No bullshit, just facts. And his writing in the anti-SLAPP is brilliant. Not trying to be famous, just win the case. Excellent choice, Bob. Thanks so much, Bob. I appreciate that. A-Rod sends $10. Goes, Andrew Tate and his brother were arrested today by U.S. Marshals. Okay. The other Mary B sends $5. Goes, Paul Revere petitioned the government and he was labeled a troublemaker. So you're in, a lot of people. Sam Adams, they all did. John Hancock. So you're in good company. Anyone who turns fighting for justice into a popularity contest is gay. Thank you for fighting corruption and making us all hard. Oh, I'm glad that I make you hard, Mary B. Okay. I can get hard myself. I get hard a lot when I think about this shit. So thank you very much. Next. Hallie sends $10 and go $100. Woo, even better. Jesus Christ. Once the government has the power to violate one person's rights, it can use that power against any of us. Exactly. That's why everyone should care about this. Thank you so much. And holy cow, I just got 2 donations from a guy named Mark Roth. One for $250, the other for $500. Hey, shit you not. And he says, first one says, keep on trucking, Turtleboy. The second one also says, keep on trucking now, Turtleboy. So thank you very much for that, Mark Roth. That's very kind of you. I'm going to keep on trucking. Appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. Put the mic down. Okay, I'll try my best. Okay, next. Woohoo Worldwide sends $10 and goes, might have missed you talking about it, but are you going to be involved in the Matt Damon movie, Free Dr. Turtleboy? Now, he claims they're in the developing stages of one. I've never spoken to Matt Damon. I am signed with a Compelling Pictures, and we've already greenlighted a movie. There's supposed to be an announcement coming soon about a possible. I don't know what I could say, what I can't say. But no, short answer is no. I'm not involved in that project. All right, let me read the Cash Apps here. All right, we got Danny. My guy Danny Thomas from Rat House Media says Rat House will be sponsoring a whole free Turtleboy and sends $20. Thank you very much, Danny. I appreciate that kindly. Okay, cool. Let me read some sponsorships. How do you know I don't talk to Matt Damon? Exactly. Bang through these. New member, Iced Latte Addict. Awesome. Evidence Over Emotions, a new member. It's Me, Andrea, is a new member. Get your memberships, guys. They're only $5 a month. Maybe we'll put up to $7. I don't know. And you get access to the Friday streams that no one else gets. Just do it. Myron Sanchez is a new member. Great to see. John Bagg says, don't peel. They grow another shell. Okay. Lori says, welcome back. We missed you. Oh, thank you. Good to be back. Old Swamp Witch Nan says, Beach Daddy's back. Yes, he fucking is. Sue Matrika says, if you're lucky to be at the beach, you're lucky enough. You can shake the sand from your shoes, but you can't shake the sand from your soul. Okay. Pretty deep there. Elf is a member for 9 months, says, welcome back. Awesome. Chloe the Can Killer says, welcome back, Daddy. We missed you. I missed you guys too. Cheech says, welcome back. Congrats to Nurse Kim and Michael. How's the pool? The pool had a dead bird in it, but we got that shit fixed. So thank you very much for that, Cheech. Word all mad, but I got it. We got to shock it. Cheech is my pool consultant. So thank you very much, Cheech. Free the turtle. Thank you very much for that. Redacted doing redacted says Home Slice did a good job cleaning up the house. Who's Home Slice? What house? Thing sends 5 gifted memberships. Thanks, Thing Q. Kelly Steffi says Turtleboy has been right and since the first trial. Yes, I have been. Thank you. Have a gay summer, says Paranoia. I'll do just that. Kentucky Heather says just having a gay summer. Gay as shit. Thanks. Mary Malarkey says, are y'all signing up for golf? Yeah. Sign up, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Queen Valerie says Carrie Roberts lied to the grand jury, also known as Melissa Reynolds' whore cousin. Or no, Melissa Reynolds' door, not Carrie. Not even. Thank you. Osage County is a new member. Thank you. Trials and Hair is a new member. Glad to see you. Forced to be Petty says, shh, we're talking in code. Turtleboy was right. Daddy is rested, fired up, and ready to go. So glad you're back. Thank you so much. His Earness is a new YouTube member. Awesome. Angel says, I look well rested for the final chapters to be written. Let's go. Alessi, I don't know what that means, but okay. Chris Maddie is gay all day, says Demi. Yes, he is. Melissa Reynolds lacks major IQ points, says DW again. Must run in the family. Hi, Carrie Roberts. X Nightmare X says Daddy's home. Yes, he is. Ernie throwing around 10 memberships. Look at him. Welcome. Thank you, Ernie. Appreciate that. Carrie Ann is a new member. Welcome aboard. Erica Walsh. Erica, if I don't talk to you, bring my sunglasses if you can. If you still got them. I miss those sunglasses very much. And I look forward to seeing you in court on Monday. I'll be there tomorrow. I'm going to get in Boston tomorrow, watching the World Cup from there. So I'll be at the Faneuil Hall area if anyone's around. Let's go. Thank you, Erica. Wildflower. This is best discovery ever. You like that? I don't know what Dildo's going to do with all that, but knock yourself out. Glad you're back, says Amanda Erickson. Hillary's gifting 5 Turtleboy memberships. Thank you. Panda Bear says Chris Maddie is mega gay. Yes, he is. Turtleboy was right, says Mrs. Profess. Historic Unk, says Healthfish Haven. Awesome. Hillary gifting memberships. Kaylin, the aggressive, passive aggressive, is a new YouTube member. Welcome aboard. Thank you, dear. Continuously Confused is a new member. Glad to see it. Sit and Pivot, Maddie, says it's Big Earl. Thank you very much. Hillary gave away 5 Turtleboy memberships. Thank you. And Cal says, dude, I'm literally the public participating from Florida. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, Erica must. Oh, my Erica say. Probably a stupid question. She already has. So, yes. Yes, let's do it. We'll talk. I'll text you afterwards. Okay. All right. Anyway, anybody else let me just refresh the turtle chats if we have any here. No. Okay. Sorry I couldn't get to all the other shit, but we'll be here all night if we do that. But anyway, guys, I love all you fine people, and we will see you guys all. What's tomorrow? Sunday? Yeah, we'll see you guys Monday, baby, in court. Let's go. So I'm probably not going to have a bus stop live that morning because I got court, baby. Can't wait. Mega motion to dismiss. Time to fuck. Let's get rid of this stupid thing and free Turtleboy and win everything. Let's fucking go. I'll see you guys all on Monday morning for the next episode of Turtleboy in Court. All right. Peace to you, bum crease. Outie. And brush your teeth.
Tick, 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 boom. Tick, 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 boom. Tick, 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 boom. Pressure build, detonate. Tick, boom. Too late now, can't moderate. Tick, just give me flash. Let's go. Everybody talking, nobody composed. You should have just let me be, but nah. You knew what I do. Who I am. You know who I am. Tick, tick, tick. Bopping and weaving where you telegraph hate. Flash bows pop every time I breathe. Whole world watching. Enjoy no front row seats. Say my name, watch the algorithm screen. Turtleboy. You drama sales on the fumes of my pike tails. Free clickbait for all the mirror ultimate bum for town clownies. Better all town clownies in the cheap seats. I built this house, you built noise, I built proof. Woo. Time to raise this roof. Time to expose the hard truth. Now the spotlight stuck on you. Oh, Poe baby,